All right, there we go. Stream is live. Anyone who wants to join can join.
Hey.
Getting that shit ready. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Postmasters of the Universe, everybody. Getting ready to do some male goodness. I don't mean that gender specific.
I was just about to ask.
I say it and I'm like, wait, no, I don't mean it like that.
Wrong input.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get into it. We're going to do a little bit of a recap here. Just as a reminder, ourselves what happened 2 weeks ago is we did have to skip a week. But we are back for episode 2 and we are raring and ready to go. So getting into the recap. When last time we dealt with our would-be yet probably failed adventurers, we got through one by one, doing a bit of a reconnaissance on who they were, what they were doing, why they have decided to join the Postmasters, basically, why they failed at being a normal adventurer, and then sort of showing up at the post office. If you want more information, anyone watching, watch the previous episode. It'll be on my YouTube. It's already on my YouTube, although I do have to tag it properly. I realized I haven't done that yet. So it'll still be on there. You'll be able to find it. After that, they went into the place, to the post office. It is here at Flanbury's, Mr. Flanbury's post office, that you met with an assortment of various people. You met with the strange and mystical front desk lady that occasionally spoke with a strange demonic voice in the background. You sort of saw some of the other people in the background, but mostly you met and dealt primarily with Radithor the Sorter, the arcane head mail sorter of Mr. Flanbury's post office. I posted that for you to see. We're missing hair. Bad hair. Where the hell is Bad Hair Gaming? Oh well, he's late.
No, I'm here. I just clicked the there.
All right, and so with this, we have gone through. He brought you to the mail sorting room, started to do the interview and describe what was going on, when the stack of mail behind him attacked Radithor the Sorter. Indeed, something had happened, and a male monster had appeared, and the rest of you had, well, I mean, this is the guy that's probably going to give you a job. I guess you better save him. So you jumped in, you did your best. No one died, although it was pretty touch and go for a few moments there, as you fought a giant bit of mail, and so many paper cuts really sucked. But nevertheless, you managed to save Radithor the Sorter, discovering that someone had illegally attempted to ship a golem core, and it sort of animated stuff, which is probably the reason it's illegal in the first place. And it was this, he said, you did well, you saved him, and due to this, he will give you a probationary period. Because after all, it is the post office after all. So with that, as we pick up once again at Mr. Flanbury's, actually I'm changing up my music here, quick one, because we're backing track to have some metal in the background. Hell yeah. And Bad Hair Gaming, thanks to the resub scribbles, 9 months in a row, much appreciated. Hell yeah. All right, this is where we pick off. Now, after the mail shit happened, the rest of you sort of picked yourself up. Radithor waved his hand, doing something which made you feel refreshed afterwards. I already gave everyone the equivalent of a long rest. In this particular case, you guys don't have to actually rest. Radithor is able to recuperate you in some magical way. In somehow, but this was too much for Mazikeen. She just wanted to deliver the effing mail, and all the paper cuts, and fuck this, she's out. So she's just like, too angry, the tiefling temper coming forth, and Mazikeen decided to duck out. And he's like, oh, good. Well, there was only 5 spots open anyways. Oh, he like pats the centaur in the back. I guess this means I don't have to cut you.
What?
No, nothing. Okay, all good.
Okay. I'm gonna just back up. I don't think I trust that. My ears lower, and I'm like very scared.
Oh, cut with what?
Yep.
Sir. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I just love working at the post office.
I've never seen anyone so happy to work at a post office before, so this must be a very exciting job.
Really gets me going, I swear. Doesn't matter how many centuries I work here, every day my heart just gets going.
Gwen's gonna like continue to laugh maniacally even after he stops.
Okay. He's just in the corner like,
Are you okay?
Always.
I love seeing someone that loves working at the post office. So before we continue, now that you're in your probationary period, which by the way, you're on call, so you're starting to work right away. Does anyone have any particular roles they'd wish to do in the post office?
I wish to do the delivery. I think we talked about this.
Oh.
I'm a centaur, as you can see, and I'm really fast. I think I'm the fastest one here.
Yeah, you did mention that. Does anyone else have anything they want to do? Sorting, delivery, management, more sorting?
Doesn't matter to me. Wherever you feel like.
Good. All right.
I've got long arms. I'd love to sort.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, none of you get a choice, but it's nice to know what your desires are.
All right, sweet.
Oh, the illusion of choice. I love it.
Why would you even mention management then?
Well, one day you could get there. Assuming everyone above you dies and you live long enough, you could become management.
I mean, you almost got killed by a male monster.
Yeah, if it wasn't for us, you'll die.
Well, it is the post office.
Would you be saying that if you would have died?
Yeah, did it before. Ooh, that's a week and a half. Let me tell you what.
You say you've died before?
He died. He has died before.
Who hasn't in the post office?
Yeah,
it's not like we work somewhere really dangerous like a bowling alley.
I think a bowling alley will be more safe.
Oh, you think wrong. And like he turns around and it's like the room darkens for a second as he like goes off thinking it's elsewhere. My cousin works at a bowling alley. You have no idea. The horrors.
Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh out loud.
But he turns back to you, the room brightens up, but it's okay, because you don't work there.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm glad I work at the post office.
You should be.
I'm happy to work at the post office now. That was pretty dark.
Anyways, yeah, well, we should probably put you to work, huh? We did sort of hire people for a reason. We needed people that were, well, I mean, we can't afford real adventurers, but you'll cut it, I'm pretty sure, I guess. I mean, you're the best we could get, so you're gonna have to do. And we needed people with a few more skills than just like the last couple of teams. Ones that'll survive.
Well,
What happened
way
to the
better
last
than
couple
those
of
teams.
teams?
They were let go.
Oh, they were let go.
Yeah, they were let go.
Okay. Well, I hope we don't share the same fate, and I'll do my best on my behalf. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'll do my best.
No, of course, yeah. once again, I mean, unless you're upper management, you got to be alive to work here. So if you die, we got to let you go.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we have a series of like pretty interesting packages here that we need to deal with. We have a couple on the shelf that have been sitting here for a little while, and well, they've been gathering dust, but we never had anyone able to deliver them. So that's probably your best bet. I mean, we really need someone to deliver these. If we don't deliver them soon, we might get into trouble. They've already been sitting here 2,000 years.
Okay.
Oh, geez, that's a long time.
Yeah,
They're still alive.
yeah. Who lived for 2,000 years?
2,000 years?
Well, they were post-dated to be delivered by a certain date, and that was supposed to be last week.
Well, I mean, that's not that bad. I thought you just...
They were originally, looks like they come originally from, oh, that's a really old form of writing. 1 second, and you see him cast a spell for comprehend languages so he can, like, view this 2,000-year-old language. From Nathir the Prophet Seer. I guess that's probably why and how we knew where to send the packages. Anyways,
Do they not have a physical location?
where he came from? I think that sank into the ocean. Where it's going is mostly around here, which is really nice and sweet for you.
Okay, seems easy enough.
Yeah, it does seem easy enough. It does seem easy enough. Anyways, yeah, they need to be delivered in a specific order. Within a certain date range. We're not too late right now, but I do have this first one here for you. It's got the address on it, but I tried to cross-reference the person that lives there, and the person they're supposed to deliver it to is not the person that resides at that address, so you're just gonna have to figure it out.
All right.
And he like goes over to one of the shelves, and there's like a locked area that he does, like he waves over it, some sort of enchantment or like mystical password of some kind. It looks like it's been previously guarded or warded in some way, and he opens up, and inside you see all sorts of unusual looking packages. Some are leaking, some are glowing, a few have like tentacles writhing out of them. They seem to be a esoteric collection of packages that you probably wouldn't want to have to carry for too long. And when he pulls one out, and it's wrapped in like an old thick vellum, tied together with twine, and it looks like the address was originally stamped into the vellum that's wrapping the package itself in something like a cuneiform. And he hands it. He holds it out. Who is like grabbing or like reaching for this package?
I'll reach for it with my trunk.
Okay. You reach for it with your trunk and you grab it, but you almost drop it. It was, one, you're not terribly strong, and two, it was far heavier than you thought it was going to be. This box that would be about the size of a toaster probably weighs a good like 35 pounds.
Oh, wow.
You just didn't expect that weight. It's not that you can't carry it, but you just didn't expect that weight. Like
Fumbled it.
There's a good amount of metal or something inside of it that's of appreciable weight.
Then I'll put it in my two hands then to carry it better.
Okay.
What's the relative?
Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
Sorry, what's the relative size of it? Like, is it small?
About the size of like a normal household, household toaster.
She opens up the bag that is at her side and goes, "Put it in here."
All right, I hand the bag.
She's gonna put it in her bag.
First box.
There you go. Well, good. And he hands you like the translated card for the address, which is within the city that you're in. Thankfully, you don't have to go too awfully far. And it does seem that you can get to it without actually having to leave the city, which is really nice.
Beautiful.
Conveniently enough, it seems to be in the city. This is what I could get for the address. It's supposed to be going to, where's his name? Borgar the Skull Cook? But no one's there by that name last time I checked, so, good luck.
Is there any kind of cook there?
I don't know. That's your job.
Fair enough.
Do we have
What
any
was his
known
name
residents for Bolgor?
Bogor?
Borgar? And I'll type it in chat. Borgar the Skull Cook. Oh my, I forgot my pictures. I never fixed my picture. I'll fix it later. Anyways, Borgar the Skull Cook. I mean, he gives you an address. It's the only address he seems to have.
Well, I guess the only option is to go check this address out. Gather some intel.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready to gallop there.
You ready to gallop there? Okay. So, with that, he goes back and starts speaking with other people around. It looks like since most of the back staff that was sorting tended to be like, there was that young teenager and like a mopey person and stuff like that. He's having to sort of kick them back into gear to get them to sort again. And of course you remember hearing last week the argument between someone in the head office and someone named Lance Stryker. The voice, of course, screaming, "Damn it, Lance Stryker, this is the last time!" But nevertheless, the Lance Stryker individual seems to have left at this point. With that, I imagine you head out into the city. You have the address. I'm going to say you're all fairly well acquainted enough with the city that you know the rough area that it would be in for that address. Is there anything that you wanted to do on the way, or anything that you wanted to research, check out, anything like that before you just head to that location?
Is there like a bodega or a market near the address that we can stop by to ask if they've seen?
Actually, it does seem to be within a market district.
So maybe. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Ben.
I was just gonna say, so maybe go check out the market and see if Borgar is still around.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Because if he's a cook, he's gonna be buying stuff, I feel like.
Is the market where the Krav Kalash guy is that I got the free meal from?
Well, that was 2 weeks ago now. He moves around, so you'll find him on the way. Sure, I'm up with that.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a gold because I realized after the fact that I had money.
Oh, you're gonna give him a gold piece?
I'm gonna give him a gold piece. I'm gonna say that's for you because your meal was so fantastic, my friend. If you have a round for my friends, that would be wonderful. And also, have you ever heard of a Borgar?
For one gold piece, all the crocodiles for all of you. Yes, of course. And then he'll like hand you a small soup, like a bowl of something. It's bubbling. Doesn't smell terrible. It's edible, probably.
Scarfs the bowl because he's starving.
Yeah. As for you asked him about Borgar, he's like, Borgar. No, does not make any memories. How you say? No, does not make any remembrances. Not no words.
She just nods and says, "That's okay, my friend. I appreciate you for at least trying to recall." And she'll like scarf down the crop kalash in front of him and like hand him the bowl back and be like, "Many thanks."
Oh yes, of course. It's not every time I get the bowl back. but it is very important. Does everyone else eat their mystery soup stews?
I look at it and ask what's in it.
You look at it, what, sorry?
I look at it and I'm like, what's in this?
Crocolish.
What is that?
It's good. Gives you strong bones. Gives you good eyesight. Strong muscles. Grow hair on the bones.
I have that already.
You have hair on your bones?
I think.
Bargas lets out a loud belch because he finished his bowl as soon as he got it.
I take a sip at it, and is it good?
It is. It's one of those situations where it is so foreign to your taste buds. You want to like it, but you can't tell.
And then I'll take another sip and I'll put the bowl down and thank him.
You're like, it wasn't terrible, but I don't know if I can like it. It's just different.
Yeah. It's just different. I'm not used to it. I'm sorry.
No, he's no worries.
What is it called again?
Garkalash. Yeah. It's spelled exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Got it.
Yeah, Garkalash. It's spelled exactly how it sounds.
Gargalash.
No, Garkalash.
Gurglash.
Gurglash.
You're close enough. You eat it, you give money.
I have to pay?
No, she gave money.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your Gurglish.
She paid for me for a week.
Thank you, Gwen, for paying for our meals. I appreciate it.
She'll look at him and go, if that pays for a week, why don't you take a little break? I think you've earned it.
Okay, tell you what, I not take break, I like work. But I keep ear to ground. No, nose to ground? I don't know how to work. I keep some sort of sensory organ to ground, and I I will tell you if Borgar is thing in area, yeah?
I appreciate that, thank you.
Okay. You are having day now. And he leaves. Just pushing this wooden cart with this little magically heated stew pot on it.
I just wave goodbye.
He ignores you and keeps going.
That's fine.
So there may be a library of sorts around, because if this is postdated 2,000 years, this Borgar person could be someone of legend.
There is a library in the city, but it's not around the market area. The library that you had witnessed before, or one of you had witnessed before, was more in the nicer area of the city.
Yeah, it was the east side of the city.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just go and knock on the door.
Well, let's do it.
I mean, wait, what's preventing us from making a trip to the library?
I mean, do you guys want to walk all the way across the city? We can do that.
I mean, do we have time?
I don't think there. I mean, it was supposed to be there a week ago.
I mean,
I guess if it's been a week, it was a couple hours, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Waited 2,000 years.
Yeah. So maybe we.
Yeah,
should
I waited this long. He's only a little bit more.
So
I would like to show them the way to the library.
All right, so you're the one that experienced the library then. So yeah, you know where it is, and you're able to get to it. And it's a few hours to get from one end of the city to the other. It's a fairly big city, plus it's really busy. You're constantly having to jostle people in certain areas, and then there's random bits of construction you weren't expecting, and you have to walk around other areas, and then there's a parade out of the nowhere for some small ethnic group you didn't realize was a thing, and then you have to walk around another area, and finally you make it to the library. And there is indeed a large building there.
This building is magnificent.
Yes, I know. My first time here, I did not find the book I was looking for, but I hope that we find what we're looking for today. The book I had was trash.
It was true.
It was straight garbage.
So you enter the library then, I'm assuming going up to sort of like the front desk area. I mean, there's the library in general. Are you gonna like ring the bell for someone at the front desk, or are you just going to the library to do some research and check things?
We're going in to do research and check things, right?
I mean, I feel
Like,
like,
we're just
the
trying to see-
librarian, the librarian would be able to point us in the right direction if we're looking for a specific
Yeah, you're right.
Borgar.
Yeah.
The skull cook.
If this in
So I guess we'll just act the librarian.
So you go to the front desk and you're like ding ding, pressing the little bell.
I pressed it like a lot of times.
You press it a lot of times. Okay, so you press the bell, you're like ding 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 ding, and like this like emaciated gray hand sort of snaps up from underneath the counter, stopping the bell, just like bing, and where it
I
silences
pressed
it.
it a little bit more. It's just like a,
And this small gray green form pulls itself on top of the counter, emaciated. Definitely looks like it could definitely use a meal. Long, greasy, stringy, greenish hair, and it appears to be a goblin as far as you can tell. And it looks at you and goes, "What's the want?"
Me and my friends are looking for information on someone named Bogar, and we were wondering if there's any books on Bogar, the Skull Cook, or Skull Cook, or anything of that sort.
No, does not go away.
Somebody else asked. Or I shove a hood in his face.
Maybe you didn't hear the name properly. It's Borgar the Skull Cook.
He roll an insight check for me for a moment, Gwen.
Sweet.
Why is my token so big on the screen?
It's attributes. There we go.
Okay, so when you mention Borgar the Skull Cook, like the entire name, there's a small start of recognition for a moment before he tries to hide it and goes, "No one here like that. Go away."
I think you're lying, and we're not.
Major Cap.
We're not leaving until we get the information we need, so we could do this the easy way or the hard way.
What's the easy way or the hard way?
The easy way is you work with us, help us find the information we need, and we get out of your hair.
That seems like the hard way. What's the other way?
The hard way is I let the big one tickle you until you give us the answer. And she points to Orangoth.
Is that true, big boy?
If you don't help us, I guess I'll just have to tickle you.
This is going to be a tickle fight.
I joined the tickling.
If it
I'm pretty
must.
big myself. I'm 7 feet.
All right, big boy. I'm 37-time champion of local tickle championship ring.
What the fuck?
And he like pulls out like a belt from underneath the counter and puts it on like a WWE style belt. Let's do this.
Oh no.
Oh god.
What did you get into?
You've come to the right place. Prepare yourself to the ring.
Well,
You can get him,
big
Orange.
guy, you got this.
You got this.
So we're gonna go with this one. Whew, I can't believe we're going. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna go with this one. He goes behind the counter. He like pulls a cord, and you see like a couple of the bookcases in the library like do that thing where like they spin around to show something that was on the back instead. And there's like these like almost like workout equipment, and then this like ring like spouts up in the middle of the floor. It's like a sand pit with like ropes around the outside. And he scampers over like a happy dog, like just into the ring. Let's do this.
All inside.
You win, I give you information. I win, I don't know, I'll ask for something.
This is bad. I'm really ticklish, man. This is bad.
I'll ring the little bell that I was ringing earlier. One more time.
So we're gonna make this real simple. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a best of three. You get to choose athletics or acrobatics. He's gonna do the same.
I'll go acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay, I'm gonna let you roll first. Well, it's an opposed roll, so really at the same time. But I'm gonna let you go first. And it's versus each other. So yeah, go ahead, and if you want to do acrobatics, you do acrobatics. It's up to you.
What the fuck?
I just click acrobatics.
Yep. So under the skills, yeah, you got it.
You got this. Ooh, what is that? An 18.
Oh. He comes in and he's like, I got you. Yeah. And then there's like an ogre comes out with this like gong. He's like, bong, first round.
I'm jumping back, trying to just dodge him. Try not to get tickled in the slightest.
Goblin gets back into the back corner, like stands there for a second. A nice tiefling lady comes out, like sprays some water on him, like rubs his shoulder for a second. I got this.
I'm gonna do the same thing for Orengoth, but I don't have any water. I've just got
more crocolash
liquor in his face. Yeah. Work like my elbows into his shoulders, like, come on, big guy, let's go.
I'm just clapping like, this is exciting.
I'm jumping up and down at the ringside.
Yeah.
All right, so you both ding, you both head back into the ring again. He's scampering around, trying to get behind you. Orengoth, go ahead and roll me your choice of another acrobatics or athletics.
Try athletics this time.
All right. Looks like you have the same bonuses for either. Oh, I mean, I could also roll the same thing. I did not. Yeah, so you go to like grab him with your big meaty hands, but he just scampers underneath you and like crawls up almost like through your pant leg before like reaching his hands up and going,
Oh, the ogre got his balls tickled. I could just fall down.
This is Glenn's fault. Glenn's fault.
This was not my plan for today, by the way. This is something else. All right. So afterwards, he extracts himself from your clothing. Your ribs actually physically hurting after that. Getting your ringside rubs and everything like this. The ogre, once again, you hear like 2 gongs now. Round, what more than one? Round after one. Round one. And go. Bong, bong. And
I'll ring the little bell.
you can see him sweating a little bit because it's currently down to this one. It's 1-on-1. He's actually taken his belt off to hang it on the side. He's like, let's do this.
It's getting serious.
Go ahead and roll one more for me, please.
Orengoth, you tickle that guy like you tickle him like he's a butthole.
Please.
I tried acrobatics.
Oh no!
Please.
No!
Go.
Oh.
Oh, so he goes in and he's just reaching out, and it's one of those things like, you know, in the Matrix when he does that, like misses that one punch and then does like the hand comes out and goes on the throat. It's like that, but on your ribs. He like his hands come out and they come out, and then you just stop them, and your hands, which were just about to be stopped, come out, and your longer fingers were just enough. He didn't realize how long they were, and you get the ribs, and it's almost horrifying to tickle this thing with how skinny he is. It's like using a washing board, but nevertheless, you scraping against these protruding ribs, you go tickle, 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 and he's like, ah! You feel dirty, but it works.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
He lays there in the sand, just grinning ear to ear, his like large pointed teeth.
I scream out, take his belt, take his belt.
You don't get belt. I give you information. Do you want belt instead?
No. Take the information.
Information.
I just thought it would be fair you took your belt since you were like boasting about being champion and you just lost.
You didn't bet for belt. Next time, Mister, you, me, we're gonna go for championship. You're gonna be a pro. I could train you.
Pro tickling shit. Pro tickling
Can I be his
champion?
manager?
Yes. Next time. All right. Burgar the Skull Cook? I think I heard of such things. Maybe. Let me go look. He scampers off an area and finally comes back with a set of like 6 books, slamming them down on the counter. One of these books in here. Don't remember which one. I think a demon of some kind. But good luck.
Oh, thank you for the books.
Demon of some kind?
And he just goes back to, he like crawls like back under the counter, just like curling in, just back in. Oh, and then you see the hand like reach up, take the bell, and then like drag it underneath with him.
I was gonna ring it like 2 more times.
You're like, no, did I?
Fine. So, which one of us is gonna read through these books? Are we all gonna like divide and conquer them, or is one person gonna read them all?
How many books are there?
5.
6, 5. I thought I heard 6.
We should
One
each read a
each?
book.
Yeah, you should get a book.
Yep. Well, I'll take the biggest book.
All right. There's a numerous different books there, broaching various subjects. But I'm not going to make you roll for this or anything like that. It's book research. That's not exciting. But you do go through, and finally, one of you, I am going to say Marjax. You were reading one book on tales. It's actually more of a historical book, oddly enough. But you got to a passage on a war against the fiends, the advancements of hell having poured out, and the greatest of heroes vanquishing them. But both sides had been so tired of losing their soldiers, both hell and the above world, just death after death after death, that they decided to settle this particular war with a cook-off. As was the most appropriate way. And thus, Borgar the Skull Cook was chosen as Hell's champion. And it didn't turn out so well, unfortunately. As a result, he was banished from Hell and forced to reside somewhere in the overworld. And his last words written as, I have failed my people. I will seal myself away. None shall find me again.
So maybe there was a special kitchen or something in his house that was locked away behind a door, like his own personal kitchen, like a testing kitchen. Maybe he sealed himself in there in his house.
Maybe.
Did everyone think that he disappeared?
Well,
probably underground since he's from hell. It makes sense to put a
Well-
secret room under the house.
Yeah.
Well, this
that's what
makes
I was
sense on
saying.
why he wasn't tripping about his mail 2,000 years ago. Because he's been sealed away.
So maybe we can go to the house and look around. I don't know if the residents will allow us to, but we could talk to them and ask.
Yeah, that seems the most logical step is to go to the house.
Yeah. One way or another, we've got to deliver this package. So,
Yeah, it's our last job.
you know, through sleet, through snow, through hell.
Yep.
Through overworld.
Through overworld, yeah.
Apocalypses. I don't know what the plural for apocalypse is. I've never figured that out. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
There's never more than one apocalypse going on. Huh?
There's in fantasy worlds. 3 active right now. You never know. Okay, so with that, you, I guess, are heading towards the address that you were given?
I think that's the play.
Okay.
I'm
Yep.
gonna go check for any sealed areas of the house, below it, above it, and
All
against
right.
the walls.
I think
Well-
my character will probably search more than just that of the house. But, you know.
Once again, heading back into the market district. Another parade, this one for a marginalized organization. Some more construction. Somehow they seem to have finished what they were doing, and they're doing the street that you originally took. So now you have to take the street that you were going to take in the first place, but couldn't. Just a bunch of redirections like this. At one point, you're stuck at a school crossing where just kids seem to be crossing continuously for about 35 minutes straight. But eventually, you get to the market district. It is bustling. It is busy. There is creatures of all kinds, from humans to goblins to other centaurs to, well, all sorts of things. Little fairy folk. This is, as I said, a ultra high fantasy setting that we are playing in. So all sorts of weird crap. Heading to the area. It takes you a little while. The addresses aren't. It's not like you have Google Maps or anything, and addresses, they probably work more like they do in parts of the UK, where it's like, it's not necessarily a street number and name. You kind of get like, you know, out near Mr. Wilkinson's corner store, but like 3 houses down, like that type of address. But you do finally find the building. At least you're pretty sure it's the building. It seems to be part of a string of connected buildings, and just says Bert's Bakery.
I wonder if they have fresh bread.
More importantly, does he own a bakery?
You just ask if a bakery would have fresh bread?
Yeah, like ready to go right now. I'm hungry.
It's a bakery. It has fresh bread ready to go right now. Unless it was like just opening.
It could be busy.
Could be stale bread.
Yeah.
Could be
Yeah, that's
very
fair.
jam.
If we smell the air, can we smell fresh
I wonder
You
if they have
do
a,
indeed smell fresh baked goods.
I wonder if they have a bread paste, like a paste, like a bread that's paste that I can just swallow.
bread? Like dough? You want bread dough?
Is that what you guys call it?
That's what bread is before you cook it.
Oh, we call it bread paste.
Bread paste. And technically,
Thing we
bread
call
is
bread,
raw
right?
toast.
Yeah.
I love raw.
Yeah. So I guess I will have some.
Toast.
So what if we
You
go
just,
inside
like,
and
put
check for some raw
quote-unquote
toast
dough.
and drop the name Borgar and see if anybody reacts to it?
Some bread paste.
So you enter, there's like the little dingle of like the front door opening and whatnot. There's rows and rows of breads and pastries and stuff like that. It's not a terribly large store. Like the store is barely big enough for all of you to get inside, especially since you have like a centaur and like an elephant man. Like you're not a small party.
Some big
Quite
dudes.
large.
You have a lot of big people. So
The only small one here is Gwen.
Yeah. Yeah, Gwen's probably the
you.
smallest. All the rest of you are pretty fucking good size. So like you're in this crowded small bakery. You're all sort of like arm to arm with each other, sort of squished. You're like having to do that like you're raising your shoulders type thing because you're stuck in this one place. But you do manage to fit inside. And on the other side of the counter, turning around, is he's wearing like a dirty apron. It looks like it's a black apron, but it was like covered in flour, so it's almost white as a result. Wearing a fairly nice purple shirt underneath and fairly nice black pants and whatnot. He himself is bald, purpled skin, and seems to almost be like a squid for a face. What is known in D&D as a mind flayer or an illithid.
Hello. I'm gonna just cut right to it. Do you guys have any bread paste?
This eldritch horror of a face looks at you with these milky white orbs with no pupils of any kind, and you hear beamed directly into your head as these things speak telepathically. Oh, well, we've got quite a selection here.
I would like to try some bread paste.
Some bread paste? Not entirely sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about bread dough? Like raw bread dough? Like uncooked?
Oh, that's the second time I'm hearing that word. Yes.
I do have
Bread
some rising
dough.
in the back if you'd like. I guess I wouldn't have to charge quite as much as a baked loaf of bread.
Yes, how much would it be?
A copper piece ought to be enough.
Copper piece. And he's like searching in his little bag for copper piece, and he hands it to him.
Oh, thank you. I dare say that ought to titillate and tickle my fancy. Getting paid for today, I dare say it's been a bit of a short and uneventful day. But here is your, as you say, bread paste. Do you know of other people that like to eat the raw dough like this? I could start a new fad.
Yes, but they are not around here. So let's just keep this a special for me.
Well, if you're willing to come
when
pay,
I come
then...
in and I want the what is it called? The special.
Well, what is your name, sir? Then I'll name the special after you.
It's Yui.
Yui. Well, okay, Yui. This is your bread paste special. Yui's bread paste. Yeah, how would you like that?
Yes, I like that.
Excellent. And for the rest of you?
Is that
Goes
cookies?
back and just eats it.
I do indeed have cookies, yes. No, not those ones. Those ones, unfortunately, are for other eldritch horrors such as myself. They are baked with brains. These ones, however, are chocolate chip.
Ooh.
Unless you want the brain ones.
I mean, is there a price difference?
No, not really. You know?
She tosses a silver on the counter. She's like, better take both.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, brains are not needed as often, but they are, I would say, greater quantity of supply than chocolate chips, so sort of balance out.
She's gonna like grab one of each cookie and like what does a silver get her? Does it get her like a
silver? You get like a bag of cookies.
Okay, so yeah, she asks for separate bags so that she can tell the difference.
Okay, yeah. The brain cookies there's like little gray blobs baked within the cookies, whereas like the chocolate chips obviously is dark chocolate chips.
Yeah, she's gonna grab one of each and like pick them up and like hold them like close to her eyes, like observing both of them, and like bite into one and like wait a little bit as she chews on it, and then bite into the other one, like flavors.
You don't get much from the brain cookie. It's greasy, and I mean, you're guessing probably fairly rich calories, but it doesn't give you much. It's got like a bit of a meaty, gamey texture to it. Whereas the chocolate chip cookie is a very well-made chocolate chip. He does seem to have very good baked goods.
Oh, this is scrumptious.
Oh, well, excellent.
I look at Gwen. You eat brains?
I'll eat anything. I mean, are you above brains if you're hungry?
You want to try some of my bread paste for your? I could try some of your brain cookie.
She has half the brain cookie still in her hand. She kind of looks a little, hands the cookie over and holds out her hand, waiting for.
I break off a piece of the bread paste and I give it to her and exchange it for the brain cookie.
I'll try some bread paste.
Sir.
You have to trade me. This bread paste is pretty good right now. The shit is busting, I must say.
I'd like your freshest loaf of bread, please.
My freshest loaf of bread. Well, yeah, some just came to the oven not long before you showed up. Here, try this one. It's a Palentin fresh loaf. It is actually from the wild elf people of the desert lands. At least, well, I mean, the recipe is. Obviously, I made it. And I don't come from the desert lands. I come from the void between stars.
So I take it and I'm juggling it in my hands because it's very hot, and I ask, how much?
Well, copper piece ought to do.
Copper piece, all right. So I hand him a copper piece, and then I rip off half of the bread, and I take a bite, and it's very, very hot, so I do the little as I eat it, but it's delicious.
Now, next time, you'll want to make sure you have a bit of lard or butter with that. I hear that's great. I don't eat baked goods myself, of course. Just brains for me. I'm on a diet. But
I have this other half. Do you have any butter?
I do not, unfortunately. I don't keep any in here, and like I said, I don't eat anything except brains. So,
Human brains or just all brains?
Oh, well, sentient brains. The memories and intelligence are part of the sustenance for me.
Okay, I see.
Helps to maintain me since I broke away from the overmind.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Oh, yes, of course.
So, if you cook this and add some cheese to it, it'll be so much better.
Cheese. Oh, yes, I've heard of that. The fermented lactation primarily of bovine species.
Yes. Yes.
You people eat the strangest of things.
Well,
I mean, if you want to ferment some nipple leakings for your bread paste, then all to you.
it's really good. Back at home, we call them cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits. Oh, what a novel idea.
Yes, it's really good. You should make it here. I'm pretty sure they'll sell pretty fast. The settlement of pack, delicious. And people might accidentally buy 2 packs of them, but that's okay.
Well, I'll take your word that it's delicious, of course. I mean, once again, I don't eat it myself, but I usually try to get references from people. Yes, of course. Well, that is what my species does.
To be nicer next time, I'll bring some brains for you and we can trade.
Oh, well, isn't that pleasant? I would, of course, if you were to bring me brains, since I have to be rather careful on where I get them from, it's a little frowned upon if they're still alive and all that, then yes, of course, I would easily trade you for some more of baked or unbaked goods, as the result would be.
Any brains would do, right?
Well, the more intelligent, the better. I don't really eat like animal brains or anything. Some sort of sentience and sapience, of course.
All right. Well, I guess for the real reason why we came here, you guys, we're looking for a 1 second, Bogar, the Skull Cook.
Borgar the Skull Cook. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that name. Does he frequent here often?
Oh, can I get some help?
We're supposed to deliver a package, and his last known address was supposed to be this area right here.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh my, well I've owned this store for a few years now, and I haven't heard that name at all. I could I mean, you've been such great customers today. I guess I could look through my books a quick one to see if he's been a customer here recently.
Well, the thing is, he's very old. It's been 2,000 years, and apparently we read about him selling himself. And if this is his last location, I guess somewhere in here is a hidden spot that you don't know of where he sealed it.
Oh.
Well, or
really?
who did you buy the property from?
The city. It had defaulted long ago. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know of anything like that. Some of my memories are quite old, thousands of years old, but coming, of course, from the Overmind, but they dealt with, eldritch, horrific conflicts amongst the deep spaces of beyond time.
Was there any paperwork when you moved in?
I've got
the previous owners?
For the previous owners, unfortunately not. I have a written deed, but once again, it's from the city. I dare say the place sat derelict for quite some time, and, the records office did have that rather horrible burning during the last dragon invasion a few years ago.
I wonder if there's a city hall that holds all the records for these places.
You could look, but as I said, the records place did have some rather bad fire issues from the dragons.
Oh, yeah. You did say that.
Would you mind if we took a look around? Maybe see what we could find?
I guess so. I mean, there's not much to the place. There's above here that you can pretty much see anything, and I do have the basement, which, I mean, that's my oven. But, I mean, you've been quite nice to me, and you have certainly spent a fair amount today.
The basement is your oven?
My oven's in the basement. Not the entire basement is not my oven.
Okay. Can I start there? Can I?
Yeah.
He
like goes to the side and he lifts up part of the counter, and there's like an open doorway. It doesn't even have a closed door, but there's an open doorway, and you can feel heat blasting from the basement. If you look down.
Oh, this is an oven.
And when you go down, there's a large, heavy stonework oven built directly into the wall. And it looks like it's hewn rock, large rock bricks, each rock, the size of a halfling type thing at least, or each brick. And it's within there that you've got one of these open-faced large ovens.
Do I see, go ahead.
Can we examine the oven to see if it was
I had the same idea.
Always been there?
Whoever wants to examine the area, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. It's a perception skill check.
All my things are gone, I can't see my characters or my features at the top of the screen.
Make sure you click on your character token.
No, the tokens are gone.
Refresh. I had to refresh as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was saying they should still be there.
Yeah, I had it happen 20 minutes ago. I just had to refresh.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. Okay, Big Kev?
We've all been sitting here for 20 minutes. It's okay.
Come on now, Kev.
Sheesh. I'm sorry. I love
Come on.
All right. Anywho.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Not too shabby. We'll see who else wants to roll here, and then we'll...
Okay. What was it? Perception?
Perception skill check.
Okay.
Ooh.
There we go.
Nice.
I like how the person with the highest modifier rolled the lowest by a lot. Okay, well, it's gonna be pretty hard to beat Yui's. That's no.
I'll stay outside. I'm not even taking a look. I'm too big to get in
No, Kirby, you can.
And 14. Okay. Yui definitely is going to be the one pick up on this shit. I mean, a couple of you started to at some point. Gwen, you also were starting to notice something when Yui sort of stumbled into it. First of all, you notice two things. Yui especially, you notice some interesting things going on here with the nature of this oven. First of all, you don't see any sort of heat source causing the oven to heat up. It's not a wood fire or coal or anything like that. It's just hot. Doesn't even, for those of you that are able to deal with the magical stuffs, probably Bugden, Gwen, you look and the oven itself does not appear to be magical, so you're not sure what's heating it. Yui, that's sort of what Gwen notices at first. When Yui, looking around, you realize that there is more to this oven than meets the eye, as there does seem to be a hidden catch on the side of the oven that looks like it may open up some sort of passage or something to the side of it.
Yeah, let's investigate that.
Okay, so you hit it and there's that low like rumble as all of a sudden a big passage opens to the side in the basement. You hear from in your minds, you hear the voice of the proprietor of the shop going, "Oh my, I didn't know that was there."
Well, yeah, it probably was built like way before you put the stove here.
Oh. Well, the stove was here when I arrived. It was already warm. I mean, that's why I made a bakery despite not knowing anything about baked goods. I mean, it was such readily access to a cooking sauce.
Let me rephrase that. It was probably already here in the stove. You just didn't know.
I did not know. That is correct. Very astute.
Did you say you didn't know anything about baked goods when you got here?
I've never eaten one before.
These
But
cookies
you
are
do so
incredible.
Oh,
Yeah, I
well,
like the brain cookies myself.
I ate a couple of bakers before I started.
Okay.
I like the.
Impressive.
Did you like the bread paste too? Because I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good bread paste.
Yeah,
Fuck.
great.
It's the finest bread paste in the city. I mean, it's got that yeasty flavor to it because, I mean, obviously it's still rising dough.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you said a passage opened up?
A passage opens up. There's more heat coming from the passage. It's like opening. It's almost like opening a blast furnace in a way. It's not so much that you would take damage, but you do feel sort of the ends of any sort of hair or fur that each of you have curl a little bit from the raw heat, and you figure if you're down there for too long, there may be some side effects.
Okay, so
I say check it out.
are we big enough to even go down there?
It's a fairly large passage. The doorway itself may be a bit that some of you have to squeeze to get in, but then the actual passageway itself going down is pretty large. You'd guess about it starts out at about 10 feet and then eventually expands to about 15 feet tall and almost equally as wide. It goes to about 10 feet wide.
I look back and I ask the guys, what order do we want to go in? I prefer to be in the back.
I'll go first. since I'm
Lovely.
selfish.
You know,
Okay,
like,
give me 1 second.
I gallop like around and push him in the front.
Follow right behind
I'll
him.
drop you in randomly. Here we go.
Ooh, okay.
This was a little quickie map I whipped up for you guys.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I right click to move it around.
So everyone should be able to see now, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. We are not, I mean, there's no combat or anything happening, but there is a place to explore. So you get down to this area and it seems to become less and less crude the further you go down until it's this ancient, cracked, but definitely shaped rock. It is hot. Everything is warm to the touch. It is blisteringly hot down here. Once again, if you think if you were to spend too long down here, there would be side effects. You would not want to take a rest down here if you could help it.
Yeah.
It is unpleasant, to say the least. Now there are two. The door to the west is the door that you just came through. It was a large metal door that was already slightly ajar. You were able to just sort of tow it open, so you didn't have to worry about that. But there are two other metal doors, one to the east and one to the south. The ceilings in this area is about 15 feet high. And there is a bit of a sulfuric smell to the area as well.
Rotten eggs. Yeah.
Rotten eggs. You got it.
Rotten eggs. Here we go.
So are we going to stick together or split up?
That's a good question.
We
I'm
got
down
two
for
doors.
Gwen, you mind splitting up?
Well, I mean, I don't mind the heat, and I'm fairly split up. We could, but we don't know what's down here. If we get into trouble, we may want to try and stay together.
That's very true.
Yeah, that's very.
If we
Yeah,
split
that's
up, it's going to be a 3 and 2, and if the two people run into like a big mob, then well, that's done for.
Or get lost or
yeah,
something.
I can only kick someone mentioning.
Normally, I'd say let's go left, but that's the way we came from. So I'll leave
Let's
it up
go
to
right.
you.
Let's go right. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go right.
When in doubt,
Yep.
go right.
East.
Do it up.
Wait, everybody put their little markers.
You can open the doors yourselves. You can move your characters around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can even use the
That's
arrow keys on your
fancy.
keyboards, stuff like this.
That's fancy as fuck.
Is there
Give me
anything in
one
these
second
little
here.
side passages?
Just oops.
Okay, I'm moving this way.
Let
We can
me.
move our
Okay, there you go.
things around the map and open doors.
Going around the side passages, you don't notice anything there.
Okay. Ooh, we're into a big.
Open that door. We ready? Oh,
Hey,
oh
check
no!
these.
Oh no! It went black on me.
Didn't go black on me.
There's only 4 of us here.
Oh wait, okay. It's loading.
Gwen has still stayed behind at the moment.
Door falls on you, we said. Dies immediately.
Gwen, were you catching up, or are you staying there, sort of holding up
No,
the rear?
I was trying to catch up. I was just sending you a message off screen.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that bit. Let me pause for a second.
My virtual table was reloading. I guess it was like too much handle.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if you can see those.
Okay.
So, give me 1 second.
Yeah, the names. I noticed the names in the bars are always showing up right now. It's because of a setting I had wrong. It's all good.
Can I check these boxes for anything?
Okay, so before we get to that, as you enter the room and Baka, you start heading over to the boxes. You're like, hey, what are in these boxes? Is this amazingly resilient wooden boxes in a room that seems to actively have some sort of dripping magma seeping through the floors in the center of it? When we suddenly have to deal with a hostile situation. So, I'm gonna roll for these. Let me just clear the chat here, a quick one, make it easier. So, we are gonna do a combat as we are immediately dipping into some action. In the upper left or upper right corner, the little fist icon brings you to the combat tab. You're probably gonna want to be in there.
Bam.
And I'm just gonna roll for everybody just to make it easy. We're just jumping into it at this moment. Oh no, I don't. I want it on free movement. Thank you. Okay. So when it's not your turn, don't move. I can restrict if we need to, but for now I'll keep it on free movement just in case we need it. But just don't move if it's not your turn. And we are going to deal with some combat as shit's about to hit the fan. Now, Gwyn, you just enter the room, and although you're the first to react, you haven't noticed anything happening quite yet, unfortunately. Nothing's triggering you, but at the same time, I mean, it's sort of a possibly hostile situation. Would you be doing anything at this moment just as you're entering the room?
I think I'm going to move forward to kind of survey the area a little bit better.
Okay.
And I'm going to prepare a firebolt cantrip if something pops up. Okay.
All right. So you're readying an action to do firebolt cantrip. Obviously cantrip, so it doesn't cost you a slot. And moving on to the next person as we get to the mature molten cheese method.
Oh, what?
As slurping up from behind a stack of crates is this flying bit of molten cheese. That is flitting through the air. A bit of splatters of this like hot cheddar hitting the walls and the ceilings all around it as this thing comes out, and you hear this like gurgling, bubbling type sound as it springs forth from the chests. How far can they fly? 30 feet. Do they have a ranged shit? They do. How far does that go? 15-foot cone? Okay, all right. So a 15-foot cone. Oh, I can't quite reach you.
And I obviously saw it pop up there. I don't even know if fire will do something to a molten cheese monster.
But he popped up. And he's come. So there's this molten cheese thing flying towards you. You do have your held action if you would like to firebolt the molten cheese method. Okay. You hit him squarely in the chest, but all it does is help to remelt the cheese that he uses for his form.
Uh-oh.
It seems like the molten cheese method was entirely unscathed by the fire, only helping him to maintain his liquidity. I don't think there's anything else he can really do. Gwen, are you wearing any armor?
That's a good question. I am wearing studded leather.
Studded leather? No, that's not enough. Okay. He's just gonna stick where he is. All right, next. Marjax, it is now your turn to react to the fact that there is now this molten cheese monster flying in the air.
I think maybe if I can get over to the corner, I could shoot an arrow at it and break off some of the molten cheese from it, like its arm or something.
Sure, I mean, you can always try.
That's what I was thinking. All right, so I had to... And then that would be 30 right there.
That's 30 right there, yep.
All right. And then my ranged bow, would that work from here?
Oh yeah, the range of your bow, short bow has a range of 80 feet for short or 320 feet for long.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're good.
So then I would just click on my short bow, right?
Yep. In inventory, you'll see on the short, either on your character sheet or on the little thing at the top, you can go click inventory short bow. Either will work. I'll show you guys how to target people in the future.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I clicked.
All right. Go ahead and click there in the chat. There's like that dice 5. There you go. So it rolls the attack. That is enough to hit. They're not hard to hit.
Yeah.
So go ahead and click in that dice code there. It'll roll it for you. Well, shit. All right. So 6 damage. Oh my. So you do manage, an arrow sort of clips through it, a bunch of the cheese being ripped off as the arrow actually pierces the lactose-based entity that is hovering here. Did a pretty good hit. I believe that, is there anything else you'd like to try to do? If you have any bonus actions? I think you're out of movement. You've used your action.
I don't think I have anything else. So.
Because you've got your cunning actions, which means you can dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. You don't have anything to hide behind, unfortunately, but you could dash, which means you get your movement all over again.
I get my movement all over again?
Yeah, you'd get another 30 feet of movement as a bonus action.
Okay, so maybe I can do that and I can dip back over behind near Orengoth.
Sure.
I'm secluded by myself.
Okay, so bonus action, you take dash, so you restore your movement, and then you can move back.
There we go.
All right, awesome. Yui, you're next.
All right. I'm going to attempt to charge at him.
Okay. Oh, and here, I'll make sure everyone can see the molten cheese.
Oh, he looks scary. You might want to.
Terrifying.
I might want to second guess that.
He's small size, so he's like the size of like I guess like an 8-year-old child.
Well, yeah. So, wait, is this like 5? Wait, can I move? I'm trying to move close to him, and I don't know if it's allowing me to. You cannot take this action while the game is currently paused, is what it's telling me.
That's weird. It's not paused.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'd pause it and unpause it again. It seemed to work fine now. There we go.
All right. So where was I? One. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40? Oh, is this just 15 feet?
30?
Is that how you measure?
When I hold the...
30.
So it looks like 30 feet, you can get right up to next to him.
Alrighty, so I'm going to hoof him with my hooves.
Do it up. Hoof attack the molten cheese.
Yup. It's just, it's not natural.
Hey,
It's just what
it's gonna break
I
it up.
naturally think about doing. So I will roll. Okay, wait. How do I? Oh no!
Under items, I gave you a weapon called Hoof Attack.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did.
Door.
there you go.
Someone was knocking at the door, Dad.
It is a 9.
Unfortunately, that's not enough. So, I mean, never having to attack, like, between the fact that the floor is, like, horribly hot, and then the fact that this, like, it's this liquid cheese monster in front of you. You've never dealt with this situation before. You go to kick out at it, and it just sort of, like, expands and reforms around your hoof before moving back again, and you're unable to hit.
Oh man. Well, I'll just look around like, sorry guys. I guess that'll be the end of my turn. I don't have anything else I can do. I already used my movement in time.
Orengoth.
I can move 5 steps or 30 steps.
30 feet. Each box is 5 feet. You should be able to move six squares, basically.
I'm pretty far away still at 6.
There you go.
Oh, not bad.
You move a little bit more. Yeah, there you go.
I can attack him from here.
You can, unless you have a ranged weapon, you can't. You've got a javelin. You could throw the javelin.
Throw it over him.
Yeah. You can throw through friendly squares. Just the armor class of what you're throwing against is a little bit higher because they have some cover.
I'll try it.
But they're pretty easy to hit in general already. So
I click it, then roll again, or click roll on there.
yeah. Then you click on the little dice +4. There's a way to set it to automatically roll for you. I probably should have gone through the settings with you guys, but unfortunately a 7. Man, your guys' rolls all of a sudden. Jeez, you rolled 3 on the dice for a total of 7, which is not enough. So you throw the javelin, but I mean you're aiming around Yui, who is already rearing up to try and do the hoof attack. You're trying to get like around the big centaur with your javelin with against the flying cheese monster, but the fact that the thing kept like unforming and reforming, it just goes wild and sort of skitters down into the room a bit further. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your character sheet? Are we good to move on?
Yeah, I think I'm good for now.
Okay, next. Exploding out of the box next to Gwyn
Oh no.
is the
yeah.
Wise Oven Knight.
Oh, we need to talk after.
It's so cute.
Okay, so the Wise Oven Knight appears out of the box, sort of bursting out, and you hear this, like, the metal clanging and like a from like an internal fire of this construct thing. I don't even remember what it can do.
That's so cool.
Looks like it can make food
Touch.
for you.
It's actually illuminating an area apparently. It's got a touch attack. Okay. All right. It's gonna do that. It's gonna reach out and touch someone. Boop. Oh, that is a miss. That is 10 in total, which is gonna miss Gwyn, and I think he only gets to make the one attack. So yeah. So the so bursting out of the box, the Wise Oven Knight goes through, and this superheated rolling pin just goes up and tries to swing at you, and you're like, "Oh Jesus, no!" And you like pull back. And that is it for his turn. Going on to Baka Ding.
All right, I'm gonna magic missile the molten, the 8-year-old size like flying molten cheese thing.
Do it up, magic missile the molten cheese thing.
And bam.
Excellent, and we should be able to. Oh, I click it and it just goes away instead. So it was 2 on the first one. Let me roll the other 2 for you. You get 3 missiles. So it did 8 damage for it in total. I'm not sure why it like deletes it when I click it to roll again. Never used to do that. That was a good chunk. So you sort of reach up over the crates and you go pew pew, and there's 3 missiles of force just streak out, going around your friends and then slamming into this thing. Bits of molten cheese sort of flying to the sides, but thankfully not at the moment hitting your friends or hurting your friends in any way. Definitely did some good damage to the mature molten cheese. So it's mostly an aged cheddar.
And I think that will be it for my move, because all I have is movement right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna work on that.
Isn't it 3d4?
Yes. The first one disappeared. It was 2. That's why. So it's 6 plus 2.
Okay.
I did subtract 8 from him. So I already added it.
Okay.
Yeah. For some reason, because he rolled it. It went 2, and I clicked the button that's supposed to roll it again, and it just deletes it instead.
That's weird.
I don't know why when it started doing that. It was ever since one of the updates. So I'm just gonna have to reprogram it just to do the 3d4 off the bat instead of be able to re-roll it as many times as you need, which sucks.
Yeah.
Anywho, oozing from out of the ground, another molten cheese method comes out, and this one's an indifferent molten cheese method. And it's at this point that it is, maybe I can actually make an attack with one of these suckers for once. Yeah, I can actually go up and make an attack against you. So he's going to move up, and against Baka, he is going to make a claw attack. He's going to slap you with some fire cheese. Or not. You duck behind the crates just out of the way, and you're like, oh no. And there's this like sizzle as the cheese slides down, unable to hit you. When the exciting molten cheese appears, flying over the box, he's able to get here. Oh, that's exciting. Here we go. That's exciting. I'm only able to hit 2 of you with this. So we're going to need a couple of saving throws from people here. So you should be able to click on your saves there in the chat. Yui and Orengoth, if you could click yours as well, please. You can just click the thing in there. You don't have to click it on your character. It's like right in the chat. We'll ignore that one. I'll be nice. Yeah, right in the chat there.
My bad.
There you go. It's nice and easy. You don't even have to like search for it. It appears right in the chat for you. Okay, I believe, is it save for half? Let's see here. Yes, so it's save for half. Okay, so Yui, you are going to take 3 fire damage, and Orengoth, you're taking 6 as it sprays molten cheese in a cone in front of it, hitting both of you.
Just this is disgusting.
Burns the cheese.
But he takes out the dough paste and tries to like put it with the cheese.
Oh, it's tasty, but it hurts. That's like fresh pizza. But yeah, so Yui take 3 damage, Orengoth takes 6.
Do I have to put the thing? Do I have to do that?
The easiest way to do it is right-click your character, and there should be a box at the bottom with your current hit points in it. Just type in like -3 in the box.
Oh, thank you. This is really easy.
Yeah, you don't even have to open your character sheet or anything. Just right-click on your actual character.
I like to call out that this is actually the first time I took damage this whole campaign.
Yeah, no problem. It's a learn. The entire point of this is the learning process, right? And then Orengoth, if you could take 6, please.
I made it this far.
There you go. Perfect. Gwyn, back to you. So you see a couple of your friends just got covered in molten cheese, and you're next to some little pot-bellied stove thing.
In spite of this thing taking a swing at her, she's gonna completely ignore him after like molten cheese sprayed from this thing's mouth at her friends and forwards.
Okay.
Get an attack opportunity.
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, that is gonna hit. Well, thankfully you have a resistance to fire, don't you? So
yes, sir.
Normally that would be 12 fire damage. You're only going to take 6.
Beauty.
As you got smacked, this time with a superheated spatula in the ass.
And knowing that her normal tactics, fire isn't going to work for her, she's gonna pull out her ancient sai and just go in for a jab.
Okay.
On the one that's already hurt.
Sure. Yeah, do it up. That is definitely going to hit. And you jab at it. Why didn't it auto apply? Good enough. There we go. It's hurting. Like there's very little cheese left. It's almost like there's a backbone of like hardened cheese underneath that's barely holding it together. Lots of the cheese having already splattered off or dripped onto the floor.
Yeah, and then so that was 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna be a real weird move, but I'm gonna actually back up again.
Oh, geez. Okay. That is going to be 3 slashing and 1 fire from the mature molten cheese method against you. And a miss from the other one.
Okay.
Cool.
And is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Okay. The mature molten cheese method now has 3 people in its breath weapons. So this one hasn't used it yet. So this cheese method, it expels, basically it's barely contained, barely holding together. It's going to expel the last of the cheese from its body. I'm going to say it's actually consuming itself to do so, but it's going to try to hit all 3 of you with its breath.
Bring it on, sister. Oh no.
Oh no.
That is just my luck.
Okay, so 6 damage if you failed, or 3 fire damage if you made it. Yeah. Or,
That makes me sad. If I had made that, I would have reduced it to 1.
Yeah, it would have been 1 for you.
I take 3 off, right?
Orengoth takes
Only if
3,
Gwen has the Olympus.
Yui will take 6, and Gwen takes 3. Because Gwen has fire resistance.
Fire. Yeah.
But I am going to also say that destroys and kills the mature molten cheese method as it consumes the rest of its body in order to throw cheese at you. So that one is out. I'm just gonna move it out and out of the way. Marjax.
Your call. So I think I would like to jump over the boxes and try to slice at the Wise Oven Knight with my longsword. I have a longsword, right? Short sword.
Yeah, do it up.
Yeah. So, and then shoot. Wow.
That is definitely going to hit. Roll your damage. And because you have a friend that is also threatening it at the same time, and you're a rogue, you get an additional 2d6 damage onto that attack.
For the sneak attack, right?
For the sneak attack damage, yep.
Yeah. All right. So another 2d6.
Another 2d6. You can click on the little square twice and then click roll button in the chat. I'm going to make you an effect so we can toggle it manually. I haven't yet. Oh, buttery biscuits. So 12 damage in total.
Biscuit.
Nice. This thing had 4 hit points.
Could I additionally do the whales from the grave? Because there's something within 30 feet of me? Right?
I don't even know how that works. Whales from the grave. Immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature in your turn. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's how that works. I've actually never had anyone play this class yet. So you can target a second creature you see within 30 feet, roll half the number of sneak attack dice, and they take necrotic damage equal to the roll. So you get 1d6 damage to another creature, so the other cheese method, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to use the exciting molten cheese method.
Yeah, so roll an extra 1d6 for me, please.
Yes, sir.
2. They take 2 necrotic damage.
Hey, 14 damage across the board.
My dogs hurt the dice and they went crazy.
There you go. That was a lot of damage. That was like 14 damage in one hit, and it spread.
Baby.
Sheesh. Good job, Marjax.
Rogues. Okay. And I am going to just pop him out of the way. Bye, stove, buddy. Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
I can't use the dash away again, right?
You can do that every round.
I can do that every round.
Yeah.
So I can reset my movement for 30.
Yeah, because doing the Wailing Souls thing was like a non-action. I think I don't even think it said it was a bonus action. Let me double check. You can target. Yeah, it's a non-action.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do it every round if you want. Sure.
I'm gonna go over here with my buddy Baka because I think we're gonna have to beat up this indifferent molten cheese method together.
Hell yeah! All right, teamwork. Family.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
These guys got the other method. We'll get this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Yui, covered in molten cheese. You kind of took the brunt of some of that.
I'm enjoying some of this molten cheese. I'm gonna use. Let's see. Frostbite? Can I use Frostbite on this thing?
Frostbite? Sure.
Am I close enough?
Form one creature. Yep. Constitution saving throw. Yeah. Go ahead and you can click on it so it casts it. Sweet. And it is a Constitution save. That is a fail.
So I roll the damage.
Yep.
6. And it has disadvantage on. Well, it doesn't have a weapon. But it just breathes on us.
Wisdom. Yep, that's right. There we go. Okay, so that is. I don't know why I was. Why didn't it show up separately? You rolled it. It was a 6. I saw it roll as a 6. It just didn't show up.
Oh.
It disappeared on us. Yeah, no, I saw the die roll, but for some reason in the chat, it's like gone for me. Not sure why.
Oh, that's weird.
But it's so it took a full. So it's the 6 and it has disadvantage on its next weapon save. Okay, well, that actually ended up being 12 damage because it's weak against cold.
Yay!
As you begin to harden, the cheese hardens and it has a harder time flying. This actually not only deals a lot of damage, but actually causes it to land and unable to fly for the moment.
Could magic stones be used as a bonus action?
Magic stone. Yes, you could. Yeah, it's a cantrip as well, so you can do that.
All right, I will use magic stone as my bonus.
Touch 1 to 3 pebbles. So you can enchant the pebbles. I don't think you can attack with them yet, but you can enchant them.
Oh, well, I'm gonna enchant with them right now.
Yeah, they're enchanted. So you or someone else can then use them to make ranged attacks by throwing them or hurling them with a sling.
I'll look at Orengoth. Like, you mind throwing these magic rocks when you get a chance?
Yeah, if he needs a ranged weapon, that's not bad. It does like a d6 plus 3 damage. Yeah, he can throw them. That would be a ranged weapon. He can throw them as a range if he doesn't want to get up close to it. But I mean, he's got big beefy weapons if he does.
Oh, okay. So this works kind of like almost like a support skill. Like I can just have this up for somebody else to throw.
Yeah, anyone can throw them. You've just enchanted them.
I'm just having the rocks up.
Yeah, okay, and you can just hold them out. So like on their turn, people as their item interaction can just like take them to use them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Orengoth, it's your turn, buddy. What do we want to do?
Perfect time.
All right, so I'm gonna start whipping one of these rocks.
Sure. It is. It'd be the same, basically the same attack as your javelin. So go ahead and click the javelin for the attack.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
3.
Almost a crit. Is your what kind of barbarian are you again? 1 second, let me double check. Oh, okay, you don't have it yet. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that damage as well. It's actually 1 higher than that, so we'll just manually add +1 to it. So you did 4 damage. Oh, so close. It's almost down. So you like huck this rock, and with amazing magical accuracy, it just like blows through this thing, like taking out like one of the wings of this creature as it's huddled there against the floor. Okay.
Good hit, Orengoth.
Baka-ding.
I am going to use my mace.
All right. Oh, that is a no. So you swing at the mace, but I mean, it's really awkward with the boxes, and you're like trying to reach over them, and you're just kind of like waving it in the face, and it's like nothing, not doing anything.
Look what I got.
Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, it was a negatory. Nothing happened.
Damn.
We can move on.
Am I able to move still? Oh,
Yeah, you can move if you want. You are threatened by it, so if you move, it's probably going to be able to make an attack against you.
Oh, okay. So then no, I will stay then.
Because in order to move, once you're threatened by something, you have to make what's called the disengage action, which your rogue can do for free, but everyone else actually has to use their action to do so.
All right, well, I'm staying put then.
The indifferent molten cheese dude. Well, he hasn't used his breath weapon yet. So another spout of fiery cheese.
Rip.
Oh
10
my.
damage?
Oh. So 5 damage to Marjax and 10 damage to Bugden.
Fuck dang.
That is a chunky amount.
Almost half.
Yeah, 10 is 10 is a lot.
Oh, I gotta remove it myself, don't I? So 14.
Okay, moving on to this guy. This guy's just gonna take a swipe at Yui.
Fucking try it.
It's weakened, it's disconcerted, it can't fly anymore. As a result, had disadvantage, misses you feebly. Moving on. Gwyn.
Okay, these two have that handled. I am going to throw my ancient sai at the one over by Bugden.
Okay.
For piercing, as I like toss it, like hoping to hit it like at least square in the chest, and then it, like just zaps back to my hand.
All right. So yeah, it does. It goes and then it sort of like rips back through it as it comes back to you and returns.
Nice. That's my turn.
Okay. Click the thingy. Marjax, what would you like to do there?
All right. Since the indifferent molten cheese method is being side from across the room there, I'm gonna run around the back of the boxes and come up behind him and try and cut his wings off with the dagger.
All right. That sounds pretty good to me. Eight is not enough, unfortunately.
Well, guess slicing in the air and it took a little swing with its wing and knocked me back a little. So
If you can hit, you would have did a lot of damage, but you did not.
yeah, it's all right.
Yui,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I would definitely. Oh, so do I? He already used the magical stones. Is it all gone or just one?
No, you enchant 3 of them, I do believe.
Yes. So
We got 1 to 3 pebbles. I'm assuming you chose the maximum amount.
yeah.
So yeah, there's still 2 pebbles left.
Do I get to throw 2 of them at the same time, or just
No,
one
you can only
per
throw
turn?
1 at a time. Because you're next to him, it would be disadvantage because you're doing a ranged attack to a guy like next to you.
Okay. I don't think I want to do that then. I'm gonna hoof him. I'm gonna do hoof attack.
You can do your hoof attack.
If this lands, it'll be the first time this whole campaign it lands.
You have had difficulties with it. Let me tell you what. You have a +4. It's not like you have a bad bonus. You just rolled badly. So go ahead and click the thingy to roll. Nope.
RNG.
It's a 4 on the die for 8 total. Once again, kicking out with like a forward hoof. You're just like, God damn. He's like limping on the ground and...
I need to go to the library and read how to hoof
First date
attack.
with your new hoofs.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just nervous and afraid. I don't want to get them dirty, like full of molten.
You need to get some attack
He's gonna walk
shoes.
on him, okay?
But
You
think
gotta
of
be
all the
careful, though.
biscuits you can
How
eat
hard
with the
it is.
cheese later.
Orengoth, your go.
Orengraph, I still have magical stones enchanted.
You have 1 left, right?
2.
2. I haven't thrown the other one yet.
It's just a javelin. I'll do that again.
Yeah, just roll the javelin again, and then if you hit, we add an extra 1 on the damage. Because his stones do slightly more.
Should I take him out from here?
I should have gave.
Oh, shit.
Gwen Bark in.
Hey.
That hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll
Ooh, the 20
damage.
though.
Hit him in
That's
the face.
beautiful.
Come on.
Oh,
Hit him in the
Hey.
face. Let's go.
Oops.
See ya.
Bop.
yeah, he did.
Cheesy biscuits for everyone.
So
cheesy biscuits for everyone.
you just with great like rage, you just like and huck this stone like right through its cheesy head, just like splat, and the thing just kind of melts into the ground.
Baby, you got water.
Baka-ding, you're next.
Can I do magic missile again?
If you still got the spell slots for it, do it up. Yeah, you still got one more spell slot.
So does that replenish every time you rest, I take it?
Every time you do a long rest, you'll get them back, which is an 8-hour rest.
Gotcha. So I'm actually going to stick to the mace then.
So not a short rest?
No, a short rest. There are a couple of classes that can get some spell slots back in a short rest. Wizards, certain types of druids. I think that's about it.
Okay.
Oh, a certain type of summoner, which you guys haven't seen anyways. Unfortunately, that is not going to tickle it with the mace. You kind of swing it around over the crates again, like, oh, damn it! But it's not quite enough.
Those boxes are just the damn way.
Boxes of bullshit.
Could I ask one question?
Yeah, what up?
Is it automatically letting us know like we use a spell slot, or do we have to manually put that in?
No, if you click on the spell, it just consumes it for you. And then if you go to cast a spell and you don't have any left, it'll warn you, be like, hey, you don't have any spell slots left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess since it's a cantrip, I could just use it.
Cantrips are infinite. You can use cantrips as many times as you want.
Awesome.
There's no limit. Okay, well, Marjax, you came up and tickled it in the rear, so it's going to turn around and claw at you.
Do your worst.
It is going to claw at you, hitting you for 4 slashing and 1 fire, 5 damage total.
He's like, that's nothing.
Sharp, hitting you with a sharp cheddar this time. Moving on.
I'm sorry, that's kind of funny.
I gotta get out from under there.
Back to Gwyn.
So I'm really mad at myself right now because I keep forgetting that I actually am, and thus can sneak attack.
Oh,
so
yeah, you're
I'm
rude.
hopefully gonna hit this thing with my ancient sai. And I'm gonna tack on some sneak attack damage.
There you go. Yeah, you got a D6 of that, don't you?
I think it's just 1d6 because I'm just a level 1,
Yeah,
right?
it's just 1d6.
Yeah, perfect. That's the best I can get out of that.
Shit. Okay, so 10. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
That was a chunk. So once again, yeah, this time it really does, like, you hit it, like going through it and then going through it again as it comes back to you with the returning sai. Just like it barely, like this thing's now like holding on to the crate for dear life, like, oh god.
And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Marjax, you're next.
All right. Marjax is thinking of running to Yui and grabbing that last rock and hucking it back at him after he got scratched in the pupil.
Careful, he's gonna hit you if you run away from him.
No, he can do it for free.
Oh, can he?
He can
he's the
bonus
only one
action
can.
disengage if he'd like,
Oh, what?
because he's a
Give me
rogue.
your class.
Right?
Okay,
Give me
so
your
I
fucking class.
So I can do that and go over to Yui then?
Yeah, you can bonus action disengage, and then you can go over to Yui,
Your rogue centaur.
get one of the
I'm gonna
rocks,
take that
and then
rock,
huck it.
and then I'll just use the ranged, the bow, right?
Yeah, that'd be about the same attack. I'll allow it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
Damage is the same too.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go. Use my rocks.
Okay.
Hey!
And you get 2d6 on top of that, because you still have a friend that is threatening it. 13. Oh, he's
Did I kill
dead.
it? All right. If that didn't kill it, I was gonna use.
Did you want
frostbite.
to describe how you destroyed this thing?
Oh well, I mean, the rock
Alley-hoop.
split into 3 pieces, bounced off of the boxes. One hit him in the back of the head, knocking out all of the cheese brains, while the other 2 sliced off both of its wings, and it just fell into a crumpled mess on the floor.
Excellent. Okay, with that, combat is over. You've defeated the things in this room, and yeah. Feel free. So you guys wanted to search the boxes and stuff, then, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going over here. I'm searching these boxes.
Yeah, I'm going over here. I'm gonna look in these.
Okay. They're just crates, so there's none of them are locked or anything like that. So give me 1 second. You bring these over here. This one over here, and this one over here, and then. Oops. There you go. If you double click on the local loot things, you actually open up interfaces where you can loot from them onto your character sheet.
Oh.
The white diamond loots the entire stack if there's multiple in the stack. The black diamond just loots one of the item.
Okay.
And you can choose how many. If it's like arrows and you just want like 5 arrows or something. And feel free, everyone can look in and dip in every local loot.
There's a bunch
Are
of
all four the
flowers
same?
over here. Do we need flowers and cloves and salt?
Even if we don't need them or can't use them, we can certainly sell them.
Okay.
There's a bunch of like long swords, crossbows, firearms. I took a crude club from this box, but I'm gonna leave it open for you guys down bottom over here. A bunch of different weapons and stuff. Oops.
Is anybody opposed if I take that shotgun?
No,
Because I can use that.
Do we have a weight capacity ourselves?
You'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it in your inventory on your character sheet. At the very bottom, there's a bar that slowly fills up as your weight capacity goes up.
Okay, yeah, 71. Okay, I see.
Yeah, like Orengoth has 225.
Oh, I have 180. I'm close.
Yeah, you have
I'm overweight. Then,
Yui, and
aren't
Yui
I?
has a fair amount as well.
Huh?
Oh, Yui can hold a lot
Oh yeah.
because you're a centaur.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a centaur. You can use me
yeah.
as an inventory if you want to.
Bakading, you're carrying 125 out of 120 right now, so you actually would be over encumbered.
So how do I like get rid of something that I am like?
Well, if you have one of the local loots open, you can drag and drop something from your character sheet onto it, and then you'd have to delete it from your character sheet.
Honestly, Bakading, if there's anything that you want me to hold on to, lighten pounds right now.
You cut out.
I can hold up to 500 pounds.
Jeez. Oh yeah, because you got the bag.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn noise suppression off again because that was my problem earlier.
How would you take something out of here, of the crate?
You get the white diamond to take one, or the black to take all.
The other way around, actually.
Other way around. I'm sorry.
How do I delete it from my character sheet?
When you're in your character sheet, you'll notice in the upper right corner when you're in your inventory, there's a little green button with a lock on it. You got to click that so it's red, and then once it's red, you'll get little trash cans next to each item.
Gotcha.
That's how you can delete something once you've dragged it over to the local loot or whatever. Because unfortunately, when you drag it to something else, it doesn't. I guess fortunately, it doesn't delete it from your character sheet. It just makes like a copy to put into the other loot. I guess that way you can't accidentally like get rid of it totally.
So I gotta delete it in the local loot or delete it in my character?
No, the local loot, when you bring it to your character sheet, that does go away. You're fine. But if you're dragging something from your character sheet to a loot box or another character or something like that, you still have to manually delete it from your character sheet as well because it doesn't get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't see the trash can next to it. I got the lock that's red now, but I don't see any trash can next in my character sheet. I see the trash can in the local loot sheet, but I don't see it.
In your character sheet, you need to right-click the item and delete it if you're trying to get rid of it.
Ah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys have taken everything you want because I'll hold on to the extra stuff for now. If we can't make use out of it, we can at least get some money out of it.
So I accidentally took some arrows, but I'm using a light crossbow here. So I have to use the crossbow bolts, right? I can't use these arrows.
If it's crossbow, it needs crossbow bolts.
Okay, I gotta delete these then.
And it was nice.
There are
One
crossbow
of
bolts over here.
one of the local loots did have 5 healing potions in it.
Okay, well I got a mace and a sickle with this.
I got a potion,
devices. I can't.
but it's mine.
Did you take all 5 instead of just taking the one? You might have just hit loot all. Yeah, no worries. As long as somebody has them, like we're all one happy party. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I personally wanted to kill somebody.
Can you ever upgrade your capacity at all during this, or use that what you're stuck with?
You can do what Gwen has and get like bags of holding and stuff, which are bags that are bigger on the inside.
How do I
got-
obtain bags of
I think
holding?
I got 2 backpacks.
Backpacks won't increase your carrying capacity per se. You can still only hold so much weight. The reason Gwen has it is he chose the right features for an artificer to make a magical item off the bat.
Gotcha.
Normally you just have to find them or see if you can buy them or something like that.
Perfect. So shop or basically make it down the road.
Yep.
Thank you for the info.
That bread was delicious, but I need to run it off.
Who took the crossbow bolts? And, like who's using a crossbow?
I have a crossbow, but I still have my 20 bolts, and I can't carry anything else.
Well, because I'm probably not going to use my crossbow now that I'm using the shotgun.
Gotcha.
So if you want to take the rest of the bolts in that case, you might as well go ahead and grab them in that loot.
Oh, it's only what, 0.07 weight? Is that what it says?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
light.
good.
They're usually you'd need like a bolt case, but you could probably just stash them in your bag.
Yeah, that's fine. So with this campaign, I'm not being a super stickler for like the finer points of the rules. We're kind of being a little loosey-goosey with a few things. There's probably some hardcore D&D nerd out there that watches me like, you're missing the following. Yeah, I know I am. It's on purpose. We're doing sort of a loosey-goosey rules light here. Get you used to it first, and once you guys have experienced it, then we can go hardcore actually later.
Alright, I got rid of my clothes. I'm just in my armor. Because that's how I...
You're not my supervisor.
It was the common clothes that was weighing you down.
Yeah, I mean, I needed to get rid of 0.9 pounds, and they
Are
were
you
3.
naked?
There you go. So now you're completely naked underneath metal armor.
You're just
Cool.
naked.
I mean, most of the time I'll be naked anyways. In
You
the
fucking pervert.
Guys, I don't think that's his trunk.
That's his shot.
Oh, it's gonna
for
chafe.
For now,
Go
I'm
to
gonna hold
jail.
on. I'm gonna hold on to your clothes because again, I can hold on to things. You don't have to go naked, but
Yeah.
in case you want them, I've got them. Okay.
Hey, I appreciate that, Gwen.
Oh,
a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, because Gwen, you have a total of like 650 pounds you can technically carry.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little.
I need to
hectic
give me some of
here.
those bags. That's what I need.
Or you can be a centaur.
And it's really cool
whoever
if you
picked up
want
the
extra
house
space, just start putting the bags in the bags, and then you're fine.
No, don't listen to him. It's a bad idea.
Gwen should use a health potion.
Yes, please. Yeah, if you want to just use one in your thing, I'll take. I'm depending on you. Don't fuck me.
I don't have them,
Here you
so.
go.
Whoever's got
I
the
think I
potions.
have them.
Yeah, just roll one from your character sheet.
Yeah,
it nice and easy.
that'll work. I'm not too. Like I said, I'm not being a stickler for this and like who has it on what and stuff like that. There you go, Gwen.
Beautiful.
You get 6
Yeah,
back.
that's nice.
Thanks for feeling.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, so that's what I was going to ask how we.
I just
managed
feed it to her
rest
like a
and
baby
heal
bottle.
ourselves.
Well, he said you didn't want to rest down here, so.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's the short rest is still an hour, and I mean there's like oven temperatures. Like I'm talking like you're seeing like 50 degrees Celsius right now, probably in this place.
All right, let's open this door.
Oh, Do we want to go up
Onward.
Onward.
Yeah, we do have the door going south at the back as well, if you wanted to.
We'll revisit it.
Okay.
Let's go up.
Yeah, let's go. I feel safe going up.
Oh, I found a chest. Let's go. I
Found a
can't carry
chest?
nothing.
Are
It's got a
you trying to
key.
open the chest there, Baka King? Or you did open the chest?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so no one checked for traps. That's nice.
Well,
Sorry, Gwen. I'm just gonna move you for 1 second. You're actually
So,
standing
you
on my
know,
note. There we go.
Selfish, Baka Ding, not checking for anything. Just...
Okay, more Orangoth, I'm gonna move you because you're stacked on each other. There we go. Baka Ding. So you're the one that opened.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that is a bad roll. That is a bad roll. You're only gonna take the splash damage. So you're gonna take 3 fire damage. As this thing, it explodes a little bit. Just the lock of it. You open it up and there's this like BAM! Like a firecracker in your face. There you go.
Yes.
Woo. And yes,
The loud noise
there are
troubles me.
2 items in that loot. Everyone should be able to see it. There is a key, the bakery dungeon key, and the bracers of ambidexterity. Magical bracers.
Oh.
Magical bracers. Oh.
That's really
Sorry.
nice.
All right. So
There's only one pair.
I'm gonna
There's
give
one pair.
the like I could use them, but I'm gonna give the other rogue the opportunity first because that's nice.
I don't think that's an object that would do me any good since I'm being a tinkerer more of sorts. I feel like it'd be somebody that needs to be.
It's
I feel like a rogue probably.
You get advantage with all dexterity ability checks involving tools of any kind.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be like lock picking and stuff.
Lock picking, doing
Good
any
at lock-
jewelry or fine tinkering, anything like
Oh, okay,
that.
well,
Hell, even
I
like being a
should-
seamstress, probably.
I guess since I'm a tinkerer, I could use them.
So there's a
don't
because
know.
a couple of people that could. If you can't come to a consensus, you could just do a roll off. Whoever rolls higher.
Let's just do that. That seems fair.
I
You
think
know what?
that's
Yeah.
something I could use, right?
I mean, yeah, we should figure out who
could.
who could use it and just do a roll off between those people.
I don't know if I can.
Honestly, to give some advice, Yui and Orangoth, I don't think would really benefit, but the other 3 could probably very much use it. So.
Okay, so then let's us three.
Dewey
roll.
doesn't like punching things.
Right.
He likes
Because like any rogue is going to be able to use thieves' tools, so this is going to give an advantage anytime you pick a or like open something up with your thieves' tools. Again, I'm not going to roll off for it. I'll leave it to you guys to roll off if you want to. I've played with plenty of fancy toys over the years.
Okay. So then when we do like a 1d6 or
It's up to
roll
you
off for
guys.
it?
No
You wanna
matter
do
to
a-
me.
let's do a 1d6 roll off.
So I just do 1d6 and then I just hit.
Oh,
Roll.
I rolled as the chest.
I don't know. Yeah, it's if you have selected the chest selected right now, you're
Yeah.
rolling as a chest. I don't know who rolled the
Yeah.
5, who rolled the 3.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, then you take it. You take it. You rolled the 5. That's fine.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't know which one the difference was. So as long as you know the difference, then we're good.
All right.
Okay,
Sorry,
and
take
you
it.
do have to attune to them, so you've got to like it takes to like 10 minutes to like put them on and like attune to them. 10 minutes is not enough time to cause any side effects if you do want to wear them. It's not like a full rest. So did you guys want to just like chill for 10 minutes just while he like attunes to them?
Yeah, I'm down. Might as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
I start panicking. It's too hot in here for that.
So is there something that I need to do, or I just?
Give me one moment, actually.
Okay.
Okay. I have deleted the bracers of ambidexterity from your equipment. As they reveal the cursed item they truly are as bracers of ambisinisterity.
Ah.
I'm glad you rolled higher than me.
At first glance, the bracers seem to be bracers of ambidexterity, granting advantage on all dexterity ability checks involving tools. In reality, they're cursed attuned items causing disadvantage on all dexterity ability checks involving tools, because ambidexterity is the opposite of ambidexterity. You're not proficient with either hand.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, he said.
Get cursed, big boy.
You're none-handed.
All right, well,
None-handed.
at least I'm not none-footed. Let's run away.
And they
Let's
are
go.
attached to you until you can find someone to remove the cursed item.
Oh, okay.
Damn, you have to find somebody to remove the curse item.
I think I found something back over there though, near the chest.
Wait, you guys don't move too forward. Can we check for traps and stuff before we just push forward down there?
Oh, look at this. See in the wall right there?
Isn't that a light?
What's that?
Something right there.
That's there's a lantern.
Oh, it's a lantern. That was like a switch. My bad.
Hey, it never hurts to ask.
So we wanna check
I've
for
hidden shit in
traps,
maps
you said?
before.
That right there is a lantern.
Yeah,
What happens if I pull it?
if you pull it,
Yeah.
okay, roll a dexterity. Roll a dexterity check for me, please.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Like a save or a check?
Check.
Okay.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Okay. You know, at the beginning of Curse of the Black Pearl, when there's that like clunk and he pulls the thing off the wall.
Yeah.
That basically happens. You like pull the lantern off the wall with like a clunk. The lantern itself falls off of the hook that you just pulled off, sort of the smashing to the ground.
Oh, I'm just gonna like take a couple steps back, like careful steps back, like nobody saw anything. I was never.
We were all right here.
Shh. Shut your fucking face, my love.
You shut your. Don't call me a horse face.
All right, let's not fight now. Come on.
You don't
So
want these hooves.
we want to check for traps before we move forward. Is that what you were saying, Lemon?
Yes, it looks dangerous. Look at that. It looks like what it looked like out there.
Okay. All right. So you're checking for traps where you are right now?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever's checking for traps, roll a perception check for me. Multiple people can do so.
Perception. 7.
Looks good so far.
Perception check. Oh, okay, I don't have one for
Perception skill check.
Mommy.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
Win with the big 2-0.
You guys do
Marjack
not
with the
see
big
any
2-0.
traps there.
Okay, y'all, let's get going. But I'm standing. in
There
the
are
back,
some
I'm scared.
skeletons there, like old time-worn skeletons, but it does not appear to be any traps there to the group.
I try to take this lantern off the wall.
Okay. This one's a little more firmly affixed. It doesn't come off so easily. It's still on there.
Knocks it
Is
off.
there
with
any
my
But
wood.
loot or any items of value in the skeletons? Can I
That
check that?
doesn't appear to be just skeletons. There's no like leftover clothing or anything, just bones.
So they're just pirates.
Oh,
Dun.
around the
Whoa.
corner, however,
What
you guys did discover a trap. Fuck a day.
Why do I find damage? You know what? I'm a big elephant. I
You
just take
guys.
the damage. I'm the
You
tank.
guy.
Get the health potions ready.
Unfortunately, you guys checked for traps around the corner where the trap was, so you never saw it. Sorry to be mean, but you'll have to learn. So,
I'm gonna learn the hard way.
Bogading, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving
This is
throw.
kinda
Come
scary
on.
'cause I can't
Okay,
even
what is
see
it? It
what's
gave me
behind
like
the
a
corner.
normal advantage, disadvantage.
Normal. Okay.
That seems like saving, right?
Okay, that is enough. You actually take no damage as some spikes shoot out of the walls, just trying to like basically skewer you from either side, and you manage to jump forward just in time. The spikes themselves partially retract, but then it looks like they get stuck and just are no longer active.
I run up and I'm like, "Are you guys okay? I heard spikes." Like that's exactly what I heard.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
almost got
spikes and-
turned into elephant barbecue pretty
You
much.
guys, we should definitely be checking for traps.
Every
Oh,
corner
maybe
go
we
around.
checked in the wrong. Yeah. We checked the wrong spot, and I'm sorry, that's my fault, but...
All right. Who wants to go through the door?
Baka, did you get a potion?
I can't make it through the door.
I got it. I'll
You
open
go
it.
first.
Wait. Don't rush in.
Hold on.
You got any traps? Very
Hold on.
narrow hallway.
You're not gonna check? Okay. See you guys.
No, check.
Kirby's or Orengoth is the
Later, bro.
I fear no traps.
Can I get Baka a healing potion?
We got a Leroy Jenkins.
Okay. Me and Gwen are like, what are you guys doing?
Well, let me take one more trap before we heal me.
Yeah.
Just one more.
I was just open
I
the
feel
door.
like I take one more.
Oh shit.
This is where we pause. If you've entered another room with things there, there is another one of the oven knights, and also there is a mega loaf.
A mega loaf.
Some old bread.
Why you eat your bread paste?
I'm old bread.
I'm all about that bread. Never mind. That shit nasty. Like a spoiled Twinkie with
Man,
teeth.
she's ugly.
Rolling
Come on,
some
breakfast.
initiatives.
Hope I got a good roll. 11.
Okay.
Who got the 20?
Orengoth, you are going first. So you walk in and you see like the oven knight go like clang clang in the corner, and then slightly closer to you is this mega loaf. It's like the size of a medium-sized dog, and it's this like loaf of bread with like moldy loaf of bread that's stale, but it's got like these crusty teeth thing coming out of the sides of it, and you hear that like that as it's looking towards you.
That looks tasty.
What would you like to
Can I
do?
eat that bread? I can use the rage, right? Use the barbarian
It's
rage.
a bonus
Charge
action
him.
to use your rage. Yes.
I'm gonna charge him.
Okay, so use your
the
rage, so we can give you the rage condition, and then yeah, he's you can move right up to him and attack if you want.
But I think I used it.
There you go. Yep, and then you've got a little rage icon on your character now, which is good. All right, and remember you can recklessly attack if you would like, in which case you roll with advantage.
How do I do the advantage here? Just attack.
If you wanted, you can do that. If you hold the shift key normally to do that, or we can just roll twice. Either way works.
I rolled with the shift, I think.
It only rolled the once. I mean, you hit, but go ahead and roll again just to see if it's a crit.
Like there. Oh, you mean like roll again, right?
Yeah, roll again. So the 11 damage, I mean, we'll take that. Unless it's a crit, then we will just roll some extra damage. Same one again. Okay, so it's 11 damage that you did. That's pretty damn good. So you open the door. You see the mega loaf off to the side, and you just come in. And you just like scoop in with your, what are you using, the great axe? So just like you cleave off like a hunk of the loaf, and just with a very hard like tink tink on the side of this stale loaf. You definitely like cleft right into it. I mean, you almost took half its health off right away. Marjax. This is gonna be a short fight.
All right. I'm gonna bring myself in and run right up and try and slice this bread in two.
Nope, you're over top of Orengoth right now, though.
I can't. I have to go over, right? Yeah. Okay, so.
You can
So I
go
can
to
go
the
like
south
this
or
and then-
north of him.
Yeah, and then I'll go at him with the bow then.
Okay, you should be able to, like, if you want to stab, you can make it right up to it.
I can't. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought that was it.
Sorry to interrupt. You've got You've got Bugbear Land.
Oh, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. You don't even have to get right up to it. You can stand behind Orengoth and reach around him. So if you want to be the kind of man that gives a reach around.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get right up around him and hit him with a short sword then.
Okay. Go ahead and make a short sword attack for me.
Orengoth, don't move. All right.
Ah.
Orengoth moved.
He moved. He bumped me off.
Yeah, you're like go to
I just
swing down.
stumbled into the ice. I stumbled into the wall.
As you swing down and to hit, and you're like, Orngoth, don't move. Orngoth probably turns around and goes, what?
Huh?
Like moving your
Bumps
arm
me,
in
yeah.
the process. Good try though. Good try. The Adept of a Knight. What can they do again?
How adept are you?
Oh, I forgot he had that last. I missed a trigger last time. They had the thing and I missed it.
Oof. Coming right at me.
Jax.
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. One. I'm gonna roll a d4. 1 and 2 is Orngoth. 3 and 4 is Marjax. Marjax, you're getting attacked.
Hit me with your best shot.
Fire away.
He did. Oh my gosh. That is 12 damage in total.
Ah, I need help.
That is a huge amount of damage.
Help.
Yeah, so he came up with like a superheated kitchen knife and just shanked you in the kidneys.
Fuck.
I'm currently spitting up blood.
Yeah, well, good news is it cauterized the wound. It still hurt though.
That sucks because they're so cute. It's like,
Yui,
yes, sir. It is my turn.
it is your turn.
So this room is pretty dark. I'm just gonna. Can I move? Yeah, will let me move? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. From where I was, and I'm just to be fair, from here to I gotta walk around them. So here, I can make that. That's
Yep.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you can do that.
I can do that easy. Okay, so I'm gonna run over here and hit him with the hoof attack.
Do it up.
This shit gonna work one day.
When in doubt, hoof it out.
Yup. Hoof it out. Come on, man. What's up?
Oh.
When in doubt, miss it out.
Oh, yeah. Nay, sir, that is not a hit.
Well, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna enchant 3 of my rocks for Magic Zone and
Gonna pebbles again. Got it.
Yeah,
Be like, I got pebbles. Okay.
I got pebbles. I'm next to your boy Orngoth again.
The Mega Loaf is
Eat the little kids.
or oh shit, I've been missing all sorts of triggers here. Creature that or hits it with a melee attack. You actually Orngoth is actually taking some fire damage. Orngoth, you take 1 point of fire damage from hitting the superheated loaf of bread with the melee attack. Now it is going to bite you, and it's going to bite you, and then it's going to do its loaf slap on somebody. I haven't decided who yet. Let's start with the bite. Bite! Oh, it missed, so it's going to loaf slap you. Oh, and missed with that one as well. Jeez, okay. So
Yeah, I just imagine this little bread flopping around.
the bread is
trying to slap an ogre.
Yeah.
it's just giving her, trying to do everything it can to you, and you're just like using your great axe as like a shield, basically, just pushing it away. Like no. Baka ding.
All right. Go here, and I'm gonna hit it with the crude hammer. Or
Okay.
light hammer.
Light hammer. All right. The
Why is
crude
it
light hammer.
-2? So it's -2 on my attack.
Looks like it. Yes. It's a crude hammer, so it's getting a -1, and you have a strength of 8, which is another -1. And you're not proficient, so you don't get your proficiency bonus. So yeah, you're rolling at a -2.
All right, we're gonna change this up, and actually, I'm gonna move back behind, like right here instead.
Okay.
Can I hit it? How far does the crossbow go for? I gotta look that up.
Honestly, you could like hit off the map. Like
Oh, okay, sweet. We're going light crossbow then. Ha!
there you go. That was on the Megaloaf? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That is unfortunately a miss. Megaloaf is got a hard outer crusty shell. So You
Nice
fire
try.
at it, and it kind of just like ricochets off this like crust, bits of crumbs falling off of it as it goes.
Rip. Now, do I gotta change my crossbow bolts to 19? Cause I shot one. Oh, I'd already did. I
No,
think.
it should subtract it for you. Does it automatically as long as you had him selected that in the weapon, which you did, so you're good. Gwyn, last and
Okay.
least.
Yeah. You always save the best for.
You're not the red ones.
Go. Uh, 20, and then I'm gonna. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
I want to stab him, but I want to try and eat him at the same time. Is that possible?
If you hit him, we'll say that you like skewer a piece of him off into your mouth. Or
Okay.
like you can like slice a bit off and then like catch it in your mouth in the air or something with
If
flourish.
it's a successful attack with the weapon, could I say that I stabbed it and like just kind of like crawl onto it and try to just eat it whole? Like not eat it whole, but like eat a bit off of it. Rather, I'm just gonna bite right off of it.
I'll allow it.
I'm ravenous for monster bread. Oh!
Oh,
It's gonna hit. Don't forget your extra D6. There you go.
Yep.
10. Jeez.
nice.
Nice.
Just like goes and like stabs it, like trying to like skewer it into the ground, and like just like mouth like as full as she can like open it, and just like takes a big bite out of the thing.
Thankfully, you're a tiefling, so you'll take half the amount of fire damage from attacking it with melee. It's minimum
Worth
of
it.
1 though, so you still take 1.
Worth it.
You're like,
I like
oh,
the
hot
spicy
bread.
So spicy. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right,
How does it taste?
Orengoth, back to the top. What did you doing?
I'm gonna just swing recklessly again at the bread. It's almost down.
Swing recklessly.
Shift.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Now it says advantage. There you go. Oh, I was so close. It was like 20. No, it's an 8. But you still hit solidly. So go ahead and click your damage there.
Ooh, fantastic.
Nice.
That is enough to take it out. Yes. How would you like to kill this bread?
Slice it like right down the middle, like bah. It just boom.
Okay, so cleft in twain, right down the middle. Not the way you normally slice a loaf of bread. It's gonna just the perfect way though.
And the nice
yeah,
thing is, it's sliced right in half for Yuri and Gwen to both have a piece.
there you go. Giant loaf of old, stale, moldy bread. Cool.
Not the wrong way.
Marjax.
All right. Hi. Does anyone? Can somebody give me a healing potion? Is that how that works, or no?
Do I have to do it on my turn?
Well, normally you would have had them split up. Go ahead and just roll it as if everyone. We'll pretend everyone had one.
Alright. Alrighty, I will. So.
Because I realized it was an accident that you kind of like took them all. Maybe accident.
Maybe.
So there you go. You yourself drink a healing potion for 6 health back.
Yay! All right.
So that was your bonus action. You still have your action.
Yeah, and I can still move the 30, right? Or-
You can still move, yes.
Okay.
However, it will get an attack of opportunity on you. Unless you take your
Attack of
action.
opportunity?
Unless you take your action to do the disengage.
Okay. Yes, I'll do that for now because I
Okay.
don't want to get hit again and die.
Okay, so you drank a potion as your bonus action. Your action was to get disengaged to get out of dodge, and then you moved out of the way.
Okay.
All right, all good in the hood. I will let you guys know in case you end up playing D&D with another DM in the future. I've got it written in the rules here because I play with a couple of small house rules. One of the ones I do is I allow you to drink a potion as a bonus action. Technically, by rules as written, you have to spend your entire action to drink that bottle. I think that's kind of dumb, especially if you like roll minimum and you're like, I just spent my entire action to get 2 freaking health points. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know I allow a few things like that for quality of life. Other GMs may not.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Adept of a Night. He's got like 2 people here. No one's hit him yet, so yeah. I'm gonna say 1, 2 Gwyn, 3, 4 Orengoth. Orengoth? All right, let's do this.
Yeah, it don't want none of this smoke right now.
That is a miss.
This is again.
That is a miss. Well, this is just a little. This is a little guy. He's a potbelly stove. He's not meant for this stuff. But he tries to reach out and hit you with like the rolling pin, and it doesn't seem to actually work. Yui.
Yowie, I am going to. Where's this guy? Where am I? I'm going to use Magic Stone from over here.
Yeah, you can do that.
Let's see. Clicking Magic Stone Jutsu. Actually, can I use Frostbite first and then Magic Stone as a bonus action?
The Magic Stone as a bonus action is just when you're enchanting them. You can still use the Frostbite. But you already have some stones enchanted.
I'm gonna use Frostbite instead.
Okay. Go ahead and Frostbite. So it's a con save. He makes the con save, so unfortunately no damage will occur.
Damn it. Why am I sucking at Druid?
He only had a +1. He just rolled real well.
I still have my movement though, right?
You still have your movement, yes. Here, let me get the dead body out of the way. We can just ignore that now.
So, for my movement, if I can make it to him and give him one of my potions.
You could, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Here I come. Wee.
You got enough movement. Also, you just like went around instead of through the bad spaces, so the Oven Knight doesn't hit you.
Oh. All right, let me do that again.
Oh no! Like I said, it's fine. You're Centaur. You've got plenty of movement. I assumed you just went around.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I did. And then I'm gonna pull out my little purse and search through it like a movie searching for, like a woman searching for something in the movies.
Take your vitamins.
And I'm like, oh, here you go. Take your vitamins.
Listen, I'm about to have another.
Have a last strap.
And he healed 5.
Ooh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There you go. It doesn't even taste that bad.
Oh, it doesn't. You know, it's like
yeah, it's a cherry flavor.
Yeah, cherry. Or you know what? Like traditionally the potions are always red or whatnot. We didn't even reflavor them. Does anyone else remember they were a kid that they had the like an antibiotic used to take that tasted kind of like bananas and it didn't taste too bad?
Yeah.
I can say it tastes like that.
Yeah.
It's like the banana stuff. I don't even think that exists anymore. It's like it tastes too good.
I've never had it, and I'd rather have that as an antibiotic than any of the other ones I've taken.
Right.
All right, so you go and give a heal. Bakading.
Wait, do my magic stones go with me, or do they stay in a spot that I enchant?
No, you're carrying them. They're in your your hand.
Cool. All right, cool.
All right, we're gonna try this crude hammer.
All right, give her. I'll laugh if you crit. Oh no, that's a bad roll on top of everything.
That's a very bad roll.
With this oversized weapon for your tiny muscles that you've never used before and have no training in, you're just like, I think this is the end you hit it with, and you just kind of swing wildly.
Now, well, what exactly does a bonfire do?
It creates fire underneath the target that you decide. You literally like spring a bonfire from nothing in a 5-foot square.
I'm going to do the bonfire then on this oven, I guess.
Well, the create bonfire is an entire action, and you just use your action to try and hit.
Okay, so because it's a cantrip. Okay, gotcha. I will end my turn then.
All right, Gwyn.
Okay. Oh, this guy's right up in my cheese, huh?
Yep. Well, no cheese in this room.
I'm gonna stab him. You know what? No. I don't impose disadvantage from using my shotgun at short range, so I'm gonna blast it.
That's right.
So I started blasting.
And seeing as you are probably technically homeless, you are a hobo with a shotgun. That is going to hit for 11 damage, killing it, causing it to explode. Bursts in fire. Every creature within 10 feet. Oh, it's 10 feet. Jeez, really? Does that mean I hit Yui? I do. I hit everybody but Marjax.
What? You hit me?
I didn't realize it was 10 feet. So it's a dexterity save. Okay, it's a dex save, eh? Let's be smart about this. Let's do this. What? No. Okay, 1 second. Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm not smart. There we go. Not a skill. I need a Was it Constitution? What is this? Dexterity save. I said it 2 seconds ago. Okay. In the chat, there's a thingy to click that will roll your dexterity saves.
All the 3.
2 of you made it. Orngoth and Gwyn made it. Is a save and a half. It's a save for half for 2d6. Not that it was a lot of damage. So Bakading, you're going to take 3 fire damage. Orngoth and Gwyn take 1, and Yui takes 3.
I just cough. Fuck was that?
I think I blew it up.
with a shotgun.
I love this thing.
It's the one ranged weapon you can shoot point blank.
I don't even care about sneak attack damage. Just blam blam, motherfucker.
You are proficient. All right, and with that, combat ends. You have successfully defeated another pot-bellied stove and a big old loaf of bread.
We're down to what? 4 potions?
Three.
She's saying this with while she's chewing bread in her mouth.
We have 2 potions.
2 potions, right. 1 was used preemptively before the combat, and 2 was used during the combat.
Bakker, you need a potion, so here, let me roll it.
Yeah,
There are 2 different ways to go, too.
And here you go. You get 6 points of healing.
Alright, you bastards. Wish me
Part of
luck.
me wish I was a bard.
Oh,
wait, we just...
This one's
Is that
locked.
locked?
Yeah.
rattle, rattle.
Rattle it more.
We have that key from earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the key.
Oh yeah, we did get
Unlocked.
Oh, you unlocked it. Nice. Wait. Check for
Should we
traps.
check for traps?
You guys.
Oh, stop. Bakading is in the front. And Bakading, you being in the front triggers something. Do you know why it triggers something? Because you have the highest passive perception, and you notice the secret door,
Oh. Sick.
which you are able to open and just trigger. I will now unpause. The one time walking in front was good for you.
Should we check for a trap in the hallway before we go down?
Traps. Yeah. Leroy Jenkins.
All right. You rush down the hallway. Yui, I would like you to get me a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
No! I will not do it.
That's a 5. It's a good thing there was no trap and I had you roll for funsies. All right, let's continue.
Oh, yes!
Got him. Alright, so we're going
I will
in.
never do that again.
We're going
Kent,
in.
you're sassy tonight, man. I love it.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's
locked.
locked. It's
Use the key.
all
locked.
right. Move
loud.
aside. Move aside. Move aside.
Move
I'm gonna
aside, move aside.
try the key on this one.
I'm a scusi.
Don't let Bob
Okay,
go
you try the
first.
key. The key does not fit.
All right, I'm gonna try and pick the lock then.
All right, give me 1 second. You are standing on the DC. There we go.
Do I have something to give you like? Do I have something to give you like? management?
Thieves tool.
It's too tight of an area for anyone to assist, unfortunately. So he's going to have to roll solo.
That's
turned
not
into a
right.
mic.
And Marjax cannot give anyone an assist on thieves tools right now because of your your bracers of ambisnisterity.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna roll that one. Proficient. That is horseshit.
Oh, it didn't add the. Oh, it didn't have. Yeah, you got to make sure it's proficient. It doesn't by default.
Definitely proficient. Thank you. Just roll those again.
Advantage.
What?
Nope. It was like to keep highest. Oh, you rolled like 1d20 keep highest. Okay. Well, you're gonna keep the highest out of that one roll.
Yeah.
Yes, that is enough.
Awesome.
Feast, my pretties,
Check
feast.
for boobies. Check for booby traps.
All right, whoever wants to check for traps, feel free. Roll a perception check for me.
Perception check, please.
There
Nice.
does not seem to be any traps in the area.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see what we got. We got
Now,
some
there
potions.
are 5 of those healing
potions.
potions, so make sure if you want to click, if you want to take just one, click the black diamond. It'll only take the one.
I took one.
Oh, guys, we didn't take the gold from the last chest. Just like,
Oh, we'll
Wait.
take the ones from here. Oh, I can see now at the top.
Arcus, can,
It
I,
says-
can, I,
6 ways.
can I hit the split on that
Yeah,
one?
go ahead and hit the split on it if you want.
I seen that last
Take
time,
the
but
potion resistance or whatever. And fire breath.
helping rock.
There is a helping
What's a
rock.
helping rock?
The helping rock, and let me explain to you. The helping rock is a magical rock that works as an improvised thrown weapon. It only activates when thrown at a target at full force. It does a base of 1d4 damage and then heals the target for 1d8 plus 3 damage.
The helping rock.
So it hurts and then heals the person you
It-
throw it at.
It hurts and then heals the person, and depending on how you roll, it could do nothing.
I'm not picking anything. so I'm gonna keep
Yeah, I
it first.
don't think I like that.
I'll take the rock if no one wants it.
Yeah, take the helping rock.
I'll whip it at one of y'all.
Sorry, there's 2 gold in the other chest and there's 4 gold here. Would you be able to just add the 2 gold here so we can just distribute it 1 each?
Yeah. There.
Sick. And then the 4 silver and 4 copper.
We have 2 healing potions
Wait, how
left.
do I pick
took
the?
one.
How do I get the gold?
You
from
know
the
what?
chest?
Here, let me just like set it to 5. Oh.
And it's also,
That's why Mazikeen is still set. I forgot.
Yeah.
She was still set as a player. You know what? Here, I'm adding an extra because she just sapped some of your guys' gold or whatever. I am giving you guys a little bit extra there.
Cheers. Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
took those
okay, I
last 2
see.
potions.
Oh, I didn't think anybody wanted it.
No, it's as long as someone grabbed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Sweet.
So can I roll to use my potion now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to use the potion. I keep hitting I like that's how you open inventory. I'm so used to playing fucking MMORPGs all day.
So did I just click on the die next to the potion of healing?
Yep, that is correct. There. And in the chat, just click on the thingy. Click on the 2d4 plus 2 healing in the chat, and it will heal you. Well, it'll tell you how much you heal by.
5 points of healing damage.
So Yui heals 5.
Mine didn't do anything.
Did you click the die code in the chat?
Yeah, I thought it did. It's not letting me click anything. It's just 3 dots right there now.
Oh, that's weird. Normally it's fine, but okay. Well, here we'll just heal 4.
Want me to roll it for him?
Heal 4. All right.
You know what? Heal an extra 2 on top of that. 4 shit. That's minimum. That's crappy.
Okay.
You're getting spoiled by the D1.
He likes me.
Hey,
So do we keep going, or there's the other door back there?
Okay, so I want to open this door. I'll open it. I'll look at everybody. Oh, go first. I don't want it.
Okay, so before you get in too far, I mean, so you know how in like science documentaries when those guys go to a caldera of a volcano and they wear those special like tinfoil looking suits and stuff to protect them from the heat?
Yes.
You don't have those.
Perfect.
Just a warning, and this is a room full of lava. Okay, go.
I think we should turn around.
With a
Yeah, I don't think we can get through there.
As a druid, can you control any kind of water?
Who arrives in my domain?
we're looking for Borgar the Skull Cook. We have a package for you.
That is me. Package? Why do I not just consume your souls now?
I mean,
Because you would never know what's in your package you've been waiting for 2,000 years for.
I could consume your souls and then open my package.
You can't open the package without us
Why?
because it's sacred.
I would like you to roll a deception for me, please.
Deception.
Deception skill roll.
Ew, 12.
And he is going to roll apparently a straight ass wisdom. Oh, he rolled a 15. Okay. That seems unlikely.
Why do you have to be so mean? We just doing our jobs. Just take your fucking package.
Quinn's just gonna be like, get out of the room, get out of the room. Like, drop the package on the ground and back up.
I want to throw it at his ass.
Wait. The package, fine.
Ew, I don't like how he's approaching us.
Well, Orengoth stayed, so you know. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, Orengroth ain't scared of nothing. Close the door and let Orengroth do it.
He'll take the package. He sees you about to run anyways, and he's a little too big to fit through the door easily, and he knows it'd be hard to catch up. So I will give someone a persuasion check to not just try and hunt you down after this. A couple of you were speaking
all day, you guys.
So choose who's going to do it. I'm going to give you advantage because a couple of you were speaking and trying to persuade him.
I know I've been rolling shitty all day, you guys, but I can feel it that I can do good this time.
Yes,
All right.
this is it. This is the one.
I believe
Got
it.
it, Yui.
This is it.
You're
This is
the
it.
MVP.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. I believe
roll,
you
I'll
can
roll.
roll.
I'll roll a perception. I mean, a
Persuasion.
Yes.
Oh, please.
Oh!
Let's go. 21.
Crit.
He takes the package. Yeah, okay, 1 second. He takes the package and says, "That is good. Fine. Here is your tip."
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. I like your hat.
Get out of my domain.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye, and I'll run out.
What's in the package? No.
Holy hell, that was beast.
With that, the first package has been delivered of this particular set. You don't know what was in it because you did flee, but you may uncover more as more packages from this particular set are being delivered. There were multiple packages from this prophet seer dude from the past. But for now, you are able to get out of there, cool off. Like as soon as you, even though it's kind of warmish outside right now, it feels like air conditioning compared to where you were. You are all covered in sweat and exhausted. Bakading, considering you're not wearing clothes under your armor, you've got a rash that you are going to have to get looked at. It is something fierce. Your downstairs mix-up is angry.
Hey, kid, I get my clothes
fellow
back
druid, I
now
can look
that
at
I
that
can
for you.
carry more.
I got some ointment. But you do make it out. And you manage, and the mind flayer looks at you, the Illithid, and in your head you hear, "What did you find down there?"
Yo, you need to get this shit exterminated. It's like some demon or some shit down there.
A demon? Oh my. Well, I mean, people considered me a monster for the longest time. Who am I to say? He does. I imagine his heat is what powers my oven.
Also, have you been discarding cheese into your oven?
No, I don't believe so. I have been looking through my records since you've been gone, and I do see that there used to be a cheesemaker that lived here. He would use the ovens to fire the furnaces for something to do with the fermentation process or something. I don't know.
Well, they're alive. They're alive under your stove.
The cheesemaker?
Some bread down there too.
The cheese.
Well, we killed them.
The cheese. Oh my.
We killed them and I taste them with your dough paste.
Yeah, all I've ever done is I have there's a grating at the bottom of the oven. One time I did drop an uncooked loaf of dough down there. That's the only thing I've ever lost.
Oh, and she picks a little bit of monster bread out of her teeth, and she's like, "Yes, it was delicious."
Oh, all right. My. Well,
Curse that wretched tiefling. She beat me to it.
Do you? We did find some flour and spices down there. Do you need any of that?
well, I do use them. I mean, I'd be willing to buy them from you if you need a place to sell them. Otherwise, I mean, I have no. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. We're willing to take what you'll pay.
Oh well, all right then. Yes. I don't even remember how much I gave you of stuff.
It was 10 pounds.
There
10
should
pounds
be.
of.
Oh, go ahead.
Or it's 20 pounds of flour and then like a thing of spices.
I forget what the prices are set at, but he'll buy them at like full price.
Okay.
I also have a bunch of spices and flour and cloves, and I also have a handy Heward's handy spice powder.
Nice. That basically has infinite spices in it. You can use it so many times a day, and it just recharges every day. So we will deal with the selling stuff afterwards. I'll just sort of tally what you guys have, and if you want to sell it, I'll like spread some gold amongst you and whatnot. No sense bogging it down with the mini shopping. But as I'm sure you guys will do some shopping next time. Shopping episodes can be intense, right? But for now, as you do this and you start heading back to the post office itself, you can definitely see the Mind Flayer putting his ingredients away. You can hear as he probably closes the door downstairs, probably just making sure things stay down there as they always have. Just keeping his oven lit as is the best way. You return back to the post office itself, And that is where we're going to leave it for tonight, as it is just before 10, which is when we'd end anyways. So that is Postmasters of the Universe for tonight.
I loved it. Let's go.
Was good. That was great. That was beautiful.
Good job,
The 20 at the end made it so much worth.
I am
My
the
shitty rolls
designated
all day.
trap setter or trap igniter, I guess.
So true.
I'm slowly
Yeah, you'd have crashed on me.
introducing you guys to some of the shenanigans you'll have to normally look out for, watching for traps, and they may be around the corners, and the fact that doors and chests can be trapped as well. Like it's good to be paranoid sometimes.
Can I shoot my magic? Because I remember you guys said you could shoot a magic missile since it had like such long range. I can just shoot that into darkness, can't I? And hopefully hit a target.
Well, you need to target something. So you need to actually see what you were targeting with it. You can't just fire it blind, unfortunately, because it targets on something unerringly. There's no attack check to it or anything like that. The pebbles, the magic pebbles you have, you guys could be flinging into the darkness if you don't see. But yeah, so I've got some things planned for next week already. They're in the works and almost done. I was hoping to have some of it done for tonight, so I could give you guys a choice of what package to use. But after working all day on it, it took me a little bit longer than I wanted. So we just did the bakery first. But thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
And everyone here. Everyone that is here let me go back to the RPG screen for a second so they can see them all. Bad Hair Gaming, Big Kev, 224, Kirby, Lemon, Trisfitties. They are all streamers as well. Once I format the descriptions for the YouTube videos and stuff, I'll make sure that there's appropriate links down below. Check them all out. Definitely, they're all playing various other games. Bad Hair Gaming, on top of video games, also does RPGs. Mr. Walker's was awesome. So check that out. And I will be back Thursday for another episode of Secrets of Cats, as we find out what we do as we try to coalesce the last of the power structure of the cats in Vatican City after the Vatican and the Vatican have exploded due to the eldritch horror that has collapsed it. Now they're working for the mafia, basically. So good times. And that is about it for now. Ending stream. Stay healthy, stay safe. Have a good one.